we are in the world of Eberron. Our heroes, five, are on this journey to recover the very vital artifact known as Rod of Seven Parts. The search has brought them to the Mournland, a desolate landscape destroyed in a cataclysm that happened in the world of Eberron about, I think, a year ago at the most. It is this very mysterious event that destroyed almost everything, and very few people know what actually happened. And as you were continuing on this journey, you met up with some former soldiers from the humanoid kingdoms. You discovered a radical warforged group that is hell bent on gaining domination over this land. And after helping Mercy, you agreed to search this colossus called Landro, a very weird one, very one that bars entry for most people. After making your way through this thing, Ark, would you like to fill us in what happened last time?
On the last episode of Eve of Ruin, we started off with a screaming sound in the lower cave system where the evil Warforged ran off to. We sent Ben in to deal with that, and he returns with a low internal scream inside of his chassis. Inside was a shrieking mushroom. The Paladin Cruel stepped in, and in accordance with his faith and his oath, he preserved life by taking these mushrooms and feeding it to Killaway. As even though the mushrooms died, Killaway was fed. Therefore, it preserved life technically. Good job. Yeah, no lying. No, I actually don't know what his oath is, but I think that might be a part of it. Maybe. We met this red and blue warforged man fella thing by the name of Filch, who Mercy did tell us to find and return, and he is somewhere here in Landro, kind of just chilling. Don't really know what his deal is, but he's somewhere here. I guess his name's Filch. He's just a warforged. We don't that he doesn't really have much backstory besides that, other than friends with Mercy and I guess non-aggressive, and he was here in Landro before he got jumped by the blades and was getting murdered. So, we wandered around the internals of Landro, who was half buried in this mountain, and bits and baps of Landro have caved in and are filled with rocks and these broken gravity wells. We were moseying around Landro, going through these things, and we met a ghost who looked like someone Saren knew. Apparently, Saren may be from Eberron, and this ghost lady's all, "Hey, you want to take a nap?" And we're like, "Not really." And she's like, "Too bad." And then the automatic napping system kicked in, which is a very amazing thing that all houses should have installed. Like, if I had a nap system where within a minute you're immediately snoozing, that'd be perfect. Perfect. But she just kept kind of repeating herself over and over in this memory slice, I guess, where she wakes up, tells you to go to bed, and then goes to bed. And then she wakes up, tells you to go to bed, and then she goes to bed, and then you go to bed. Eepy sleepy ghost. And she tells us that this is some sort of, uh, I guess, military robot. But, oh god, I wrote it down, so where is it? The Siren Military. And they work in this robot. There's a crew that pilots this robot. There's things that are messing around this robot Landro, and apparently the crew sleeps in its stomach or something along that. Sadly, the Landro has like, oh,
Oh my god, he's here!
which one? Which one is it? I can't see.
JD is here.
Okay, we will restart.
No!
And then,
Please go ahead.
okay, where were we? Yes, Landro is having tummy issues because half of its tummy is filled with Brox, and we can't really travel through its tummy, which is sad. Don't eat rocks, kids. It doesn't go through you that well, unless yeah, just don't eat rocks. Yes, so we're wandering around the internals of Landro, who is filled with rocks, blah blah blah. we met this ghost, and I believe Saren put it to rest by horrifically vaporizing her soul in some holy fire, and she screamed horribly, and then she was very peacefully put to rest.
Actually, Alphanike. Because, like,
Okay,
destroy
because
undead!
I
Yes,
could
to
not doubt
Alpha.
that was true.
Yes, Alphanike was like, "Peace be with you," and then the ghost started screaming in agony, and she was vaporized slowly. And then we drank some juice from a tank and healed ourselves up a bit. We scouted ahead with an eyeball and we saw some boars, bears, and a giant bird monster. And as we walked up on them uh, to fight, there was another ghost who was teleporting back and forth and doing the same song and dance. And Saranazal, Alfie, this is how you truly pray to the gods and uh, smite creatures or put them to rest peacefully, and she vaporized it in an instant with the lightning bolt. Just like instant vaporization of this electric hellfire descended as she ghostbustered his ass. Rip that guy, whatever his deal was. I don't. But yes, a ghost has been vaporized by Saren, and I guess this is good. And yes, we fought the birds and the bears and the bees in this little area, and they were mutated, of course, and couldn't be reasoned with as they weren't really beasts. They were aberrations or
Monstrosities.
monstrosities. Wow, that would have been, yes, monstrosities. But yes, we had to go around the cave shafts as the internal tummies are blocked up with rocks, and Landro has indigestion. Sad. So we walked up the cave shafts. Tal got there first, as he is nimble and can, like, crawl up walls and do parkour. And he snuck up like 30, 60 feet in front of our slow asses and was immediately hit in the face with a rocket launcher, which he somehow dodged. I don't know how you dodge a point blank rocket launcher, but that's just rogue bullshit.
That's just how good he is.
Like point blank rocket to the face, he just jumps over it or something. It explodes around him, and he completely unfazed, uncanny.
Sunglasses come down.
Someone might say. Oh, he dodged it. Oh, there's Filch. Hey, Filch. Good job. I saw you there. Good job. So yes, a bunch of rocket launchers and traps and stuff are going off, and the blades that were ambushed us all run away, leaving some guy named Gary, I think, behind. They're like, Gary, keep it from us. Keep them from us. And he's like, why me? Because you drew the short end of the stick, idiot. And they all ran up and jumped up his throat to the top of this tower and clicked a button, releasing a bunch of spooky whatevers. And Gary violently held us off, but he was down within, like, I think 6 seconds. Wait, his name is
Yeah,
Rack, not Gary. I just saw that he actually has a name. Yes, Rack, not Gary. The Gary previously known as Rack. Rack previous. Yes, instantly destroyed. Instantly. And I believe we left off as Arg rushes in and puts on the gaming helmet to close the tabs and close the door, and Cruel and Tell and Saren are rushing in to this doorway. And that's pretty much it. There's a dead body of no importance of some guy that was kicked out of the seat, and some random corpses of robots, also of little importance, totally for real. And I believe that's where we left off.
yeah, that's accurate. Welcome, crew. Hey, JD, sorry for the 100 pings. You there?
I don't know.
Who is using JD's computer? All right. Yes, this is where we are. I think Tell was the one who rushed over and punched this button and closed the door. And right now, Ark, you still have this command helmet on your head. Saren, you are a little bit far behind, but all of you know that the Warforged have fled. They very successfully used their strength to clear out a tiny little tunnel and basically like assassin droid kind of way just crawl through this tunnel upwards.
I think we should recklessly follow them immediately. Go ahead, Arg. You can go first.
Now, does this helmet take concentration to use?
It does not.
Oh, cool. So he's still hasted then.
You are.
Yes, Arg's just in this little gaming helmet with the haste active. I believe he used the helmet to close the door. I don't know if there was a button there or not.
Oh, Haste
Oh,
is
there was
active.
a button.
If Haste is active, are we still in initiative order?
No, technically no. But if he wants to run around at double speed while we are not in combat, he is free to do so.
Okay.
Yes, for the next 40 seconds, Arg's just meow 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 meow.
You have to wear this helmet. You have to sit in the command chair while you wear this helmet, as it is attached.
Yes, he's sitting in the chair with the helmet on, and I guess browsing, trying to figure out what's the deal with this is.
He's also vibrating because he's hasted.
Yes,
Yes.
so he's like he's Superman skimming through all the files and clicking things really quickly as he's trying with his hasted action. Just turbo internet. Click 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 click.
I'm sorry, Ark. This function has been disabled.
Ding 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 ding. All those Windows error sounds as Arg's trying to navigate whatever
It's more
systems
like
are here.
you have like 30 arrow thing that just keeps repeating itself.
Yes, I imagine there's like a thing saying, "Wow, Blandro is in pieces." Like there's like a long list of errors of everything that's wrong with the robot, and it's like, "Please fix this."
Actually, Landro is not a passive system, and Landro is quite active. She's less like an internet browser, or more like a direct interface, as you have to ask her questions for her to answer. And as you just click around, she will not stop you. She will just repeatedly saying, "This function has been disabled. I'm sorry, I cannot fulfill this function."
Well, which ones can I do?
You can.
Is
I'm
can I jump?
sorry, no function is available at this moment. We can
Can
communicate.
He's like looking for like air conditioning or something like that.
Uh,
Climate
yes.
control.
Climate control is still active. And she does say visual and audio sensory are still active.
Iron will turn both of those on, so like right next to like Tell and Cruel, a little like air vent turns on and some air starts like just in the cabin room.
Yeah, you do get a little bit of ventilation from outside. What you see, Ark, do you actually want to interact with this system?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I would like you to make an Arcana check.
And I'm gonna say he can't. Can he guidance himself in this? I don't think he
Yeah, you
can.
can. You can.
Yeah.
Why not? You're not concentrating. Oh, unless you want to drop concentration on haste.
Oh, that's right. Oh god. Oh god. No. No. No.
At some point, as you are click, 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 you guys just see Ark go like, shutting down as your haste runs out.
Oh wait, I got this. I actually have like full description of haste running out. So like Arg is like clicking through these files. There's this low hum radiating. He's radiating visible heat from his. He's like in a state of overclock. This very quick humming as like bits inside of him are vibrating, I guess, or running at double speed. And whenever like he, I guess, starts activating guidance, or there's like there's a low metallic groan, and for a second, like, and then the cracking sound, shattering sound, as like a bunch of metal is sheared inside of him. Snaps of broken, cascading sparks, tinkling sounds. That doesn't sound good, and Ark collapses. For
And
as
like how
like complete yes, it sounds like something is breaking. Some like you're going fast with a car and then you accidentally like just put it in park while going 60 down a freeway or something.
oh my god. Sarah
That
cast
sounds
the
dangerous.
precipitation to cool down Ark's exterior.
Absolutely. Crew and Tail, you are both still by this tunnel. Tail, you can see after a while the small pebbles stop falling down, indicating that whatever was in the tunnel has left.
Yeah, Tell was kind of trying to see if he could scope out what was up there, if it's climbable, can he see the folks that were running away?
I would say when you went up there immediately after they've fled, you could like see one of their metal foot disappearing somewhere. From the distance you can judge, it's just one level up. However, these levels are 30 feet high.
And is it a vertical shaft or is it like a tunnel leading? Is it like a
A
slope?
vertical one.
It is
the
a vertical
vertical
shaft.
one.
Okay. So they just climbed up the edge of the shaft.
Exactly, and then you do see there these rubbles, which might have been from this area collapsing into Landro, and over the year it just accumulated itself here. And they are slowly moving, so climbing is not easy as they are suspended in this gravity shaft.
Mm-hmm.
But just stuck, like imagining falling to the top, and you are burrowing in deeper, so to speak.
Right.
But because
Ugh.
they are suspended, you can push them aside and be careful about it. You just keep moving. It's like a ball pool thing, and they just go up one level. The level above is dark. You can make out that it's probably 30 feet away.
I will, I guess, Arcana check to see how to do this thingy.
Sure, you can do a counter check. Meanwhile, I'll tell. Is there anything you want to do?
Like I'm just gonna kind of keep my eye on the tunnel to make sure they're not gonna try and like drop anything down on us or anything like that.
Very smart. Okay, you are on a guard position. Okay, good to know. Meanwhile, Saren, you can see Ark as Ark tries to interface with this helmet. There are lights beeping and there are some mechanical sounds. And with a 24, you can successfully interact with this helmet, and you hear very clearly this soft, comfortable female voice that says, "Is there anything specific you're looking for, Arc Unit?"
There are some people in the head that shouldn't be there. I'm trying to flush them out, I guess.
All self-defense system are currently offline.
Hmm. How about any movement? Can we get this thing moving at all?
Movement system is offline.
What do I need to do to get anything here working?
New input of energy required at the brainstem. Arc, please. Please conduct maintenance in the head.
And Arg will immediately take the helmet off and get out of the chair. And just kind of
Saren will get in the chair.
methodically.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Arc, you're just gonna walk away and not looking at anything that's lying to your feet.
I feel like a primal part of him has just been commanded to do something, and he's going to go do that.
Saren, you stand right there. You see this chair is made not for your size. Although you could fit, it's made for comfortably for a gnome. And at its feet, you see this dead gnome who is kind of, mummified, as not rotted, but the skin is dry and attached to the bones and stuff. And at its feet, 3 units that looked very much like Ark before he got his new body, only that they had some advanced plating and even some coloring on top of it. But all 3 of them are very clearly either drained of energy or overloaded. Definitely, quote unquote, dead.
Interesting. All right. Saren has seen something like this before in a piece of media, so she will kind of slide halfway down the chair and then put the helmet on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one might do when you are trying to fit into the chair size for a toddler. And
Well, you are not the biggest, like most muscular biggest woman, so you can fit there. It's just not as a XL seat for you.
thank God. All right. And after she puts the helmet on, she'll say, "Grant administrator access."
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. 23.
Command recognized. Command not accepted. Maintenance
Oh.
required in the head.
Huh. All right. Open secret menu.
Your system currently offline.
Open secret menu Sudoku.
Sudoku.
Entertainment
Sudo?
system. Entertainment system currently offline.
Tell looks over
Someone
like, try Candy Crush. Try Candy Crush.
She taps on the helmet frantically. Candy Crush.
Micropayment currently offline.
Damn it. Saren will get out of the chair and say, "We have to go to the head."
Wait, did you check if they have solitaire?
She puts the helmet back on. Do you have solitaire?
Yes, current entertainment system.
She throws it
currently
offline. She throws it off and she goes up the tunnel.
I was hoping a deck of cards would just pop out of the armrest of the chair.
Just keep
That's the
collapsing.
entertainment system that's currently offline.
Damn.
I'm guessing it's been more than a minute, right?
Yes, it's been more than a minute.
So,
Yeah, Saren will take out a length of rope though as she goes up.
the walls are pretty climbable, yeah.
Yes, they are quite climbable. It's just not as speedy, but if you're careful, you can climb up there no problem.
Perfect. All right, as Saren's the most resilient among the party, I think she should lead. So she will take a rope and kind of leave it behind her as she clambers up.
All right. I will not make you make an athletic check because there is still a little bit of gravitational force in here. So it's more about pushing the rock out of the to the side, like guiding it and finding a way up there. It will take you guys for 30 feet, maybe 1 or 2 minutes to make a room large enough for crew to pass.
Sure. Yeah, can do.
And I shall bring you up there. Here you go. And Tail follows suit.
Mm-hmm.
And Ark also climbs up there. Ark, I have to make you a little bit bigger because I seriously cannot grab you off the map. And crew, you go up there as well, I guess.
Yes.
Can Ben come up?
Yes, Ben can come up as well.
Yay.
All right, can Alpha Nikia's limp body also come up?
I'll say Alpha Nika stays with Filch, like just right downstairs.
Nice.
Mhm.
I think as they're climbing, Tell would kind of turn to Saren. I guess not turn, but kind of look up to Saren as they're climbing up and be like, Saren, you seem rather familiar with all of those menu options.
I had a little unit when I was a young child. She thinks back to her younger days where she destroyed a unit because she tried to download music illegally. Yeah, I don't want to recall those days, Tell. Just as you have your own dark history, I have mine.
Bricked a unit with
Illegally
LimeWire.
downloading music.
Yeah.
You stand.
She'll walk
You guys.
around.
Yeah, you guys come into what mostly can be described as a quote unquote analog command center. You still have several panels and screens here along the southern wall that is currently offline, just like everything else here. There is this big table right in front of you with what you, Saren, you recognize the landscape about Siren. So this is a map depicting landscape before the day of mourning, and it is made out of a very special material called vellum. So just from a passing glance, at least crew tell, I guess Ark could also tell, oh, it is valuable. These are military grade maps that can survive just about anything.
These would be great for putting blueprints on.
Yes, I certainly think we should take these. It could prove advantageous.
Cool does what they
Only for the historical value.
cool does
Yeah.
what they do in the movies where they spread out a map with both hands.
Super cool, right?
Yeah.
You
Is this
feel you feel a vibe of empowerment, and then you can almost feel the the eloquence of strategy come into your mind, and then you realize you recognize none of these lands.
Yeah.
To the left and to the right of you, you can see it seems to be some sort of a rotational platform that leads to a balcony and outside over here. On the other side, it is completely stuck within the mountain. So this actually looks onto the outside, which is completely fog filled with currently a screen, and then you guess you can probably shoot with these ballista. And as you come closer, you do also see another of these small units. Does everybody know what Ark looks like before his transformation? I know that Saren does for sure.
I don't know if Tell does or not.
Yeah, I don't think Tail and Ark have met, so I also don't know if Crew and Ark have met.
I think they have.
Then, for those who have met Ark before his transformation, this broken little robot here bears a striking resemblance. For those who don't know, it's just another small robot that is dead at this machine's feet.
Oh,
Um,
yes. Old Arg.
Does Tell see any signs of where the Warforged may have gotten off to?
You can make a perception or investigation check.
Yes.
With a 23, as you ponder the situation, you do see like on this corner over here, there seems to be a streak of orange paint that very reminiscent of that of the Warforged. And with your deduction skill, you can also see a couple pebbles here on the floor leading this way.
I think Tell is going to very quietly move up to this corner and like just ever so slightly like peek down this hallway to see if there any sign of an ambush or anything down this way.
It's
Question.
kind of eerie as you peek down there and you look into this extremely long tunnel that slightly slopes downwards. And I would say because it's so far away. Oh, you do have 300 feet dark vision. And you have
Thanks,
really
Alphanike.
you really have good perception thing. You can see a trapdoor at the very end that seems to be ajar.
Down here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay.
Is this tape? Oh,
Oh, one after the other. Tell.
I was just gonna say I'll relay that I'll walk back and relay that information to the group.
Okay. Tell. Arc.
is this like table like gnome sized or something?
You
Or is
look
this?
at back and forth. Currently not. Currently, it's medium humanoid size. As you walk around, you do see this table is not one piece like those one piece of wood and four legs. It is highly mechanical. Like it has grooves and wiring everywhere. It just so happened that on top of it is a piece of rather large metal, and when you look at the legs, you can definitely see they can extend to different heights. And it is, for some reason, a really high-tech table.
Yeah, I think he would just start investigating the table to see if there's any like secret compartments or something like that. Just because it feels like something that would have such a. Yeah, this seems like an important table for some reason.
Sure,
And
make an investigation check.
also dumping all the maps and stuff, and also this cool. I think this is a
Did you say
gaming map.
dumping the maps?
Yeah, he'll like roll up the maps and put them in bin. Roll up a map,
As
put it
soon
in.
as you remove one of the maps from the table, you guys can start to hear the sound of mechanical gears moving. It is exactly almost like a transformer. The middle part of this table folds into itself. Everything that is still on this table disappears into the inside, and very quickly, almost crouched down on the floor like a gorilla, this machine looks at all of you. No theft allowed. Put it back.
He immediately puts it back and like tries and he's just straightening it out, and he just tries and straightens the maps out so they look more presentable on
You
the
do
table.
not have authorization to touch these items, Arc Unit. Return to your post.
So it's the guy who walks. He just yep. He'll go listen.
Stop, our unit. You must perform maintenance on the brainstem, per the central instructions of the device.
That is what the core said. I think it's a core, right? Yeah.
As you put it back, you see these red eyes scan Crew. Like literally, there's a beam coming out and scanning him, and he says, "Unknown individual." It starts to scan Tail, "Unknown individual," and then it scans Saren, and it says, "Kalashta, unknown identity." Siren military, identify yourself, Kalashta.
Unaffiliated. Mercenary for hire.
No registry of mercenary known.
Hmm.
You should
Our
be
unit?
down in the sleeping chamber. The war is about to commence.
Our unit. Per instructions, we must perform maintenance on brainstem before the war begins. Please hasten. I must return to the sleep chamber afterwards.
I would like you to make a deception check.
Oh.
I would say with advantage because it is very sound and the brims and Landro did command you to go up to perform surgery.
21.
See, this table looks at all of you and say acceptable. And then it starts to fold itself out onto a table with everything exactly where it was, with just two eyes still peeping out, making sure Ark puts the map back on.
Oh, so this guy
Yeah.
is the table.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is the table.
Oh, okay.
He is the table, and when he folds himself into this machine pose, imagine he has a compartment where he folds the tabletop, and in the tabletop is then all these items on the table, and then he suck it into his own body while he talks to you. And once he folds himself outwards to be a table again, these items land on the table again.
Gatua, while he's in
Huh?
his full robot form, did it look like there was a button on his body that you could press to like raise his legs by like maybe a foot at most?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
This is
He's-
like the
he's a
most
standing
high-tech
desk.
table. Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
most high-tech standing desk you've ever seen.
Perfect. He follows you around.
I think Tell would give Saren a raised eyebrow, and just kind of be like, at some point, you're going to have to tell us how all of these things know what it is you are.
Well, it's very simple, Tell. We can't dream, and that's our only distinguishing feature from humans. And then she walks off.
I'm gonna go this way and check out the spell over here.
As Saren walks off, Tell just looks at Cruel and then just kind of like shakes his head a little. He's like, well, that didn't answer much.
Roll motions like the NPCs in Sonic 06, and he goes, "What about the telepathy?"
That is our other distinguishing feature from humans. Actually, I forget how humans differ from us sometimes. She looks a bit bashful. As we look ahead, though, Gritua, does it look like this place is trapped?
No,
Is there
you did see Tail
Okay,
like
good.
go up there and back again.
Yeah.
Okay, so-
Tell said what was down here.
It's a
I don't
giant
see
hole
like
in the
a
floor.
yeah, I don't see like a Gustavo Fring style like bomb like strapped to this crossbow. It's ballista.
There seems to be no trap. There's a bit of orange paint here, like somebody ran by and scratched themselves.
Okay, good.
And there
good.
is one
She'll,
dead Arc unit at its feet.
Does it look recently dead?
Hard to say. Hey, I didn't say how to tell. Hey, hard to say. It looks as destroyed as everything else in here. And Saren, I would like you to make a history check.
Okay.
With the 21, I mean, not much is known about the Day of Mourning except that it has such cataclysmic effects on everything that it also influences how things decay. They could have died yesterday, but they would look much older, or they could have died hundreds of years ago and they would look like they died yesterday. It is really very hard to say. It is very clear that it is dead. Although I would say about the same degree of erosion or deadliness as the arc unit you found around the helm.
Yeah. And as Saren kind of takes a look down this hallway and sees that these doors in the foremost are all closed.
Oh,
I
open. Oh, open.
Oh, open.
Mhm.
Interesting. Oh, I see. It's just like a little area. It's a little alcove.
These area are closed, but they are like bars you can see through, and you can also see that they have name tags on it. These are the breaks, and at the very
Gotcha.
end of it is a trapdoor that is half like opened by a hand wide.
And where's that trapdoor that Zell saw? Is that this one? Down
This
here?
one, yeah,
way
it's this
down
one.
at the end. Yep.
Yeah, because you
Gotcha.
all have 300 feet dark vision.
Saren is gonna cast stupid. Saren's gonna cast guidance on herself and attempt to stealth down this little corridor that she sees.
Okay.
All right.
As you do that, you can make your roll, and let's see what Ark and Crew are doing.
All right. It's a 5. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I would say it's less that they hear you, but you look like this.
Oh, I was thinking exactly that. Yeah, it's like the thing where you're like crouching, you've got like your arms up,
Yes.
and you're like growling actively.
Yes, as you
Yep.
make your way down this arm. Oh, you cannot go outside. I'm sorry. You can look
Oh,
outside.
this okay. That's just a window area. Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes,
So
while you do this, I'll jump over to Crew and Arc for a moment. On the other side, exactly the same is also a what you can guess is a shoulder joint with this ballista in there. Imagine the ballista is much more high tech, and these spears are like high tech spear with energy fuel cells in it. And at its feet, also a dead arc unit. However, this door that would lead down to the arm is closed. It's also stuck in the these walls are bent and you can see stones coming out, so this arm is stuck in the mountain.
I think Ark has performed maintenance on himself enough to know like the basics. Would he be able to like just scan over this little unit and see if he could like revive it somehow?
Say make a Tinker's tool check.
Let me see if I'm doing this right first and bunch. Okay. Okay, good. That's how you do it. Okay.
Crow, you look as Ark open up this little unit and you scan it with your eyes, and then you can also like poke certain areas of this thing. It is dead. You can probably use it for scrap metal or take out its parts for maintenance, but its core is fried,
Yeah.
and all the energy cells are depleted.
Yep. Yeah, Art is like looking
Plating is very good material.
like probably like just scan over for choice parts that are easy to take off and just kind of put them off to the side. But after that, he'll be like, "Cruel, can you help me with this ballista? I think there's a good place I can aim it."
Oh, sure. Oh, is this a trap door under here? Or is this just the rotation of the
It's the rotation planet. This one is slightly pushed off the rotation platform.
Are we gonna shoot the door open?
I was gonna shoot the freaking desk and kill it.
Oh my god!
Alright.
Art is not happy that thing bossed him around.
Alright, yeah, Cruel's clueless right now, so he's gonna like try to manually
Clueless?
maneuver it. Yeah, he's clueless. He's gonna be like,
Oh.
alright. And he'll take directions and he'll try to aim it at the desk, not connecting 1 to 2.
Is the ballista actually usable though? As a
Yes,
torch?
it is. However, I would first need you all to make an athletic check to rotate it back into socket, and then, oh, I have to check a thing. Where is it? I don't like this laugh. Stop it. um,
Because like that one over there already works. I think. Yeah.
uh, it is a Oh, wait, let me see. Oh, did I not write this down? Oh,
I
yes,
would just.
it is. It is a Arcana check or sleight of hand.
Not athletics.
A sleight to put it into place, and then a sleight of hand or Arcana to shoot it.
All right.
To basically quick learn its usage because it is a quite advanced
I
cannon.
would give you guidance on that because he's like just trying to
20 is
kind of.
good enough. As you are still preparing to guide him, who just go like, huh! All the muscle bulging, looking like a specimen, and then just push it onto its platform. You hear a satisfying click.
There, he'd start like winding it up, getting the spear in there, and aim it at the desk,
Mhm.
and then he'd like head over here to and just like, hey, would you like? Does any of you two know how to use a ballista?
It's a high-tech ballista. A high-tech ballista. This map making tool just doesn't have high-tech guns.
Saren
So
turns
it's
back.
more like a cannon than a ballista.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is called a missile launcher.
Yeah, I think Tell would be like, Arg, I've used a regular siege ballista before, but I've never used anything like those. Pointing
it's
at
quite.
these
I feel
guys.
like Art would know how this thing works just a little bit. It's quite simple, and he'd give him a quick rundown of it. Now, I do not like it when tables keep secrets from me.
Wait, but
This
Arg,
it's like
weren't you preaching about the sanctity of robot life very recently? And isn't that table just performing its key maintenance and its key functions?
A good point, Saren. However, it is a table.
Okay. Saren's face goes from like concern to like an all right face. All right, go ahead.
I don't think this is wise. Antagonizing the denizens of this colossus. Perhaps there are better use of our time, like tracking down the warforged that tried to kill us. And he points down the hallway.
Oh, you know what? Arg, what if you were to use that missile launcher to destroy the trapdoor so that we could get it open? I'm sure they locked it behind them.
Isn't it open?
Yeah, it's
Chuchuda?
open.
Yeah.
It's
The
open.
trapdoor's open?
Yeah.
Saren goes for the trapdoor.
There
I
is
was thinking.
there's doors over on the other side as well. Is that an entire
Right.
gun?
It's just
Sorry.
Wait, I have an idea. What if you were to mount it on Finn?
I'm envisioning like a 16-inch cannon off of a naval battleship.
Yep.
The Iron Giant.
Yeah, those things. I think imagine these are like dwarfing us entirely. Like these are massive.
Yeah, but what would you like to do? I just found the right picture on it, so it's yeah, it's more like the thing that a crew sent. Oh, is this from Battleship? This game?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've never actually seen the movie, but those are the types of cannons that I'm thinking of.
It has Brianna.
Yeah, that's the only reason I watched it. All right, back to actual guns and not thinking about Rihanna for a moment.
Yeah, Arg will wave Cruel over and we'll go this. Yeah, we can do this side first.
Saren will look at Tell for a second and say, No, I agree with you, Tell. I don't know if this is wise either, but
Yeah, let's Tell looks to Arg and Cruel and says, yeah, let's hold off on the rocket launcher. Maybe if we can bait the Warforged back up out of the trapdoor, we could use this one on them.
Perhaps. It reminds me of a story I heard. Chekhov's ballista. Or rocket launcher.
I
love it.
So meta this game, my god.
Yes,
Alright.
the great gnomish inventor.
Oh, is that the name of your creator, Chekhov?
No, his name was like Alaric, I believe.
Alrighty.
like Edward Elric.
No, I think
Alright.
I think he said Ulrich, like
Oh,
Alaric.
A-L?
Alaric. Alaric Agelkind.
Oh, okay.
And
I
he
definitely
is
heard Elric.
Yeah, Alaric Agelkind or something. Yes, he is a funny. He is kind in his name, and he just builds freaking horrible monstrosities of war and destruction. Is this a door?
Yes, this one is a locked up bar, like a prison door, and you do see shackles behind. This is very clearly a brig, as a prison cell.
Oh. Nope, no one there.
It is this entire hallway is very dark, cold, and perfectly preserved. However, you do notice it is angling down very strongly.
I think once we get here, once we're I don't know, approximately 30 feet away or so from the trapdoor, Tell wants to take a little bit, sharper look at it to make sure there isn't, the muzzle of a rocket launcher pointing back out at them or anything.
Yep.
It's scarred.
Oh, I'm gonna cast a spell on myself as well.
All right, you do a perception or investigation. Ark, you can cast a spell. Invisible. See invisibility. Alrighty. So first of all, where are you, Ark? Oh, yeah, right there. You do not see anything invisible. Tell, as you look very closely, you do, thank God, do not see a muzzle of a rocket launcher, but you do see a string attached to a small cylindrical device that has a pin and a ring on it.
So, like, the door is trapped, that if we were to pull it open, it would blow up.
Yes.
Tell would like to walk over and disarm said trap.
Let's go.
Can't remember if this will roll with
Saren's
advantage or not.
disarming check is just.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
no!
I get advantage. I get
Wow,
advantage.
wait.
I get advantage.
Yes, that's right. Also, there's reliable
I
talents.
couldn't remember
opening.
if it did it automatically or not.
All
28.
right. All right. You feel your tool approaching, and then you're like, oh, my grip is not perfect. And then with just another finger twig with your wonderful gloves, you have a firm grip on your tool, and you go, ka-ching, and then the string snaps, and you can see that ring and pin that was previously taut falls in a relaxed position. So you do see, like, with some sort of adhesive, it is tied to the lower rim of this thing, while the string is tied to the upper rim. So if you actually open it up for a medium creature to, a small creature to pass, it would blow up. It's a grenade.
Nice, but it's disarmed now.
It is disarmed now.
Okay.
Crow walks over and goes, "Oh, free grenade," and he just picks it up.
I was gonna say the same thing. Ooh, free grenade.
Darren
yes,
stops as the fireball.
one of you can write down a free grenade.
I think Cruel is better at throwing things, right?
I mean, you have to be.
Yeah.
Right. Funnily enough, as you look down this trapdoor, it has nothing but a very short ladder leading to what seems like another door.
Any sign of the Warforged?
No. The other
Like-
door is also ajar, like not quite.
If I might raise the question, Do we want to perhaps drop the grenade down there and or a firebolt in case the other door is also rigged?
It's not a bad idea. Tell kind of squints to see if you could see if it's obvious that the other door is trapped or not.
As you squint again, you don't need to roll. Yes, the other door is exactly trapped in the exact same way.
Tell says, "I'm happy to disarm it, but if we want to go the more explodey route, we can certainly do that as well."
I know, I'm enjoying our collection of grenades right now.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is very well. He'll open the trapdoor, step down the ladder, and attempt to disarm the other.
Mm-hmm.
Or give
As
some
he's
guidance.
going down the
Okay.
ladder, Aaron's going to make sure there's nothing at the base of the structure where he would land.
He
Like,
imagine he's like very nimbly hanging halfway side, like upside down with his foot, catching on this grenade because he does have to go upside down to disarm the other one. He cannot stand on the door that is trapped. So Tail looks in
Gotcha.
there like Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
style.
yeah. I've got like one leg like looped through the ladder, like hanging upside down, looking backwards.
All right,
Gotcha.
with the 23, you already know how this works. You can easily cut the string and detach the other grenade. Now you have a second free grenade.
It would be nice.
And then
if I
Cyril
could
say,
stop rolling once.
Also, can you? It's just the door's just ajar, right? So we can see that there's no like grenade on the other side.
You can see daylight on the other side.
But we know for sure there's no grenade like rigged to the doors.
Yeah, that you should because Tail is so close he can see if there's. They have two grenades. They had time to affix two grenades to this door, and that's it.
Okay, good. Cool.
Tell grabs the now disarmed grenades and then just like tosses them up over his shoulder to Cruel and Arg.
Yeah.
We don't catch it, and it falls back down. It detonates.
And
Well,
Tell
you
dies.
still have to pull the pin and everything before it detonates. Otherwise, it's just not gonna detonate.
You know that Cruel, being the idiot that he is going to try to do the bite down the pin and pull it out, and he's going to break his teeth.
Yes, you say great way to break a tooth.
Yeah. Tail so far so close to the second trapdoor, you can smell the, well, I guess it's not fresh, but it's fresher than in here. Air from the outside. You can also see this slightly cloudy daylight, and you quickly realize this trapdoor, this hatch, leads to the outside, and you will be standing in the palm of Landro.
He kind of like props himself on like the edge of the frame of the one that leads outside, and kind of tries to shift around and see if he can see like if the Warforged are waiting in ambush for us out on the palm or anything.
Make a perception check as you look around. With the 18, you don't see any ambush, as that's what you are looking for first and foremost. The arm is hanging like freely. You would have to make like a 60-foot jump to the cliff face. It is just hanging there, and you are like hovering inside this palm. And because this entire Landro has its own gravitational force, you can realize, for your perspective, you are looking downwards. From outside perspective, you will be coming up from the palm. And as you poke your head out and you look around, you do not see any ambushes. You see this vastness of the moorland, and you see in the distance 6 little reddish dots. Probably some sort of fire streak that is moving very quickly away from you towards the south.
Seeing that, intuiting that they are fleeing, and knowing that they might be headed for Mercy and gang, because that the village is to the south, yeah.
Yes, it is to the south, left, so southwest.
Yeah.
But they are just for your yes, it's about the same direction.
Yeah. Tell will kind of pull his head back in and be like, y'all, I think we either need to get this thing operational or get what we need and get moving. Those Warforged, I think they're probably headed back towards Mercy right now.
All right,
You-
to the brainstem then.
You say that you also hear a horn blowing through the mist, much like a ship's horn. And to you, Ark, and to Saren, you both are very familiar with this sound. This is engine sound for those really big war machines. It
Hmm.
is so ingrained in the memory of anyone who has heard this sound before. You just know there is a big machine out there in the fog.
It sounds like that loud drone from like War of the Worlds. The
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Saren froze her brow. Everyone would recognize the sound from when they watched Mad Max. Let's get to the brainstem immediately.
Perfect time for Cruel to say, "Oh, I love Tom Hardy."
Yes, of course you would.
Tell's like, who doesn't?
We have Rihanna, we have Tom Hardy. What are we doing here today?
So you want to kill the table or what?
No, the table's good. The table's good. Maybe we can get him to help us later. He does have some legs, so he should be able to move. Oh, is it a he or is it a table?
Cruel knocks on the table.
You see, like, one of the button lights up, almost opening up like an eye. Just one of them. Like when you wake someone, they're like, what? And then they open only one eye.
Do you do directions? You have maps.
I do know directions.
Which way is the head?
Up.
Can you be any more specific?
Tell giggles. He's like, yes, for that one.
Use the gravitational well up.
All right.
You do not have authorization unless specified.
Cruel eyes the ballista.
Where's the side eye googly eyes thing? But he doesn't stop you. Once you didn't say anything, you see that one eye closes.
Oh no.
Saren, you are on this side. You see it's a very similar layout, except this door is closed.
Did it look like we could go up any further? Like down the center shaft? Or up the center shaft, rather?
Oh yeah, you can climb up.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hey!
Yeah, here I go again.
Oh my god, you sound not great.
Yeah,
What?
take some time to arrive first. And we shall get this a little part done, and then I'll see what you do.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah,
looking around.
yes, it does look like the shaft continues upwards. From your knowledge of anatomy and knowing that this robot is somewhat humanoid shaped, you will be in the shoulders.
And you said there's a door over here?
Yes, this is a double door. The same door existed on the other side. On the other side it was open. This side is closed.
I would like to try and open it.
You do know you might have to do some tinkering, some wiring, and force it open like a dead elevator door.
Yeah. We got time, totally, right? I have to full clear, or I'll have to cry again.
Okay. Make a Tinker's Tool check. Okay, with
Wow.
the 31, you find a panel on the wall, you play with a couple wire rings, and then you hear a hiss as this door opens up. Oh, give me a second. Here we go. Inside is the rest of an arm stuck in the mountain. At its side, two of these arc units guarding what seemed like a crate. Both of them very dead.
Gang, loot. I go in and touch the crate.
You touch the crate, it opens up, revealing what seems like a survival kit. It's a set of very much high tech and beautifully made Tinker's tools, similar, way better quality than what you have. And you see,
Yes, high quality, sure.
Tinker's tool, you do see emergency rations and emergency energy cells depleted. You
Just more
see
corpses.
a couple other cells lying around, and none of them organic rations touched, but all energy cells depleted.
He'll grab one of the food things and just hand it to Cruel. I think this flavor is like nut. Just nut. It doesn't even yeah. It's just like is it like those military rations or something like that?
Yes, very much so.
I believe they call these MREs, Cruel. This one is loaded baked potato and fresca.
And Fresca?
More like, have you seen World War II rations that they
I've
distribute to soldiers?
Yes.
Yeah.
fun story. I was like stranded on the side of the road, and there was like a convoy coming by of military people, and they just gave me a crate of MREs.
What?
It was it was amazing, and I
I have
feasted on those
so
for a
many
month.
questions about this story that I will ask you after game. Like, first of all, why are you stranded on the side of a road?
Later. Oh my god, the MREs are pretty good nowadays. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they had to make the chocolate taste bad because soldiers kept eating them.
Yeah, the Tinker's tools will get tossed in the bin if someone wants to use those for whatever reason.
Because you want the better Tinker's tool?
The thing is, he doesn't. He's not. His Tinker's tools is the multi-purpose, all-purpose tool thing +2, which is like
Oh,
the
right. Then they are very well. I thought you have like normal Tinker's tools.
no. We got
The all-purpose tool, right?
All
that.
right, Flex.
Yes.
All right, while you guys are gathered here, Alphanika, are you ready?
He's here. Yep.
All right.
All right.
Ark
Yeah,
and
Saren will go down in
Sari.
the pre-bar.
Ark and Saren have interacted with this helmet, and then they climbed up this area to the next session. At this point, you were, I just said you were here with Filch, who now felt more comfortable to join you all. He will be over here looking at the dead corpses of other Ark units and a very shriveled gnome. You do know the rest of them climbed up this shaft.
All right. All right. If that's the case, then if they've interacted with the helmet, what's this? What-
Go up
What's
there.
that?
Once you go up there, you can see it.
That's a gun.
Okay, we go up.
It's
You
a
go
gun
up.
conspicuously aimed at the table.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. I'm so sorry. Not yet. Okay. Never mind. Okay, I would have invited Filch. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Filch will come with you. No problem.
Okay.
You climb up.
What
Yes,
the
you do
hell are
see
those?
both of your party gathered here at a table. Both sides are these really high tech ballista looking things, and one of which is aimed at the table.
Saren will immediately telepathically say to Alphanike, Alphanike, the table is alive. Do not touch it, and it shall not touch us.
All right. Respect the table. I get it.
Respect.
Oh, did we ever get your name on table?
He will tell you his name is. My name is Table. It stands for Tactical Automated Bionic Logistic Emulator.
Wow.
Oh my
What does it
god.
emulate?
The war maps, probably. It's logistics.
Maybe we
Oh,
should just call you Abel. That's a little bit easier on the tongue.
not very tactical.
But
Eh.
I am a table.
Oh, I didn't
Yes,
mean to
Alpha
offend.
Nika, you see the table, like the central part here, two buttons turn into eyes, and a drawer lowers down into a mouth, and then he's talking to you all.
Okay,
And
where's
if
those googly eyes for the table?
yeah, it's this table.
All right, well, I guess we should go up and repair the brainstem now.
Yep.
She says, going up and waiting for it to shoot her in the face.
He doesn't
When the
do
table
anything.
does not.
But you did
Okay,
say
good.
you have
Oh.
authorization to go up there. You
Yes, that's what we told it. Yeah.
I'm going to start
So
climbing up.
Who offers a grenade to Alphanike?
What is this?
It's a grenade.
What is this? It's a grenade? Oh! Do I just pull the pin?
Yes. When you want it to
Oh.
explode, yeah. And it does explode,
Oh.
I hope. Well, it was trapped, murder trap. Tell acquired it for us.
Goodness. I never thought I'd see the genuine article. Wow.
Oh, Alf, in case you weren't aware, I believe Mercy's little group is about to get destroyed by the robot of the Colossus.
Alright.
you see, Alphanike, it's possible to generate explosions without snapping a valuable magical artifact over your knee. I realize this may be news to you.
Amazing. I don't have to destroy a staff of power to destroy my enemies. Wow. But no, I'm so sorry, Arg. We'll 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 figure this out post haste, and then we can try to get to them as fast as possible. Um.
As you
What can we even do?
Yeah, can we like
Go ahead.
have our eyes peeled in case they're because we know if they all left? Wait, the
yeah,
Goobers we saw.
you saw 4 of them in total. Tail saw 6 dots moving around, and you killed 1. So simple math says yes, they've all left.
Yeah, but would they have left much grenade traps?
That's for you to find out. But however, as you continue climbing up, who's leading?
Imagine we're following Tell, right?
I think we were following Saren.
Thanks
Oh,
for
sure.
following Saren then.
Saren
And
was
who's
going up
Saren
first.
following?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Saren-
sure
that's
Saren went
herself.
first.
She
Yes,
likes going first.
Yeah. All right, Saren, you go first. You climb up. So, you guys have to climb up quite high, as this time, despite the rooms not being that high, they are 20 feet each. You do feel like you have to climb up quite a long shaft, which is the neck, and then you land on the first level that seems to be open for entry. There is one up above you still, and in this room you can see these cylinders. They seem to generate power, or would have been. However, all the cables are slashed and disconnected.
Would
Does it
have
look like something that
been.
One after the other. Saren, go ahead first.
does it look like something that we could just snap back together and then wrap with electrical tape, or is it more serious than that?
Given that they weren't destroyed more than just one slash, I would say for you, make an investigation check first, because you do have
Yeah,
to see
sure.
the ends of things.
All right, that's a 30.
With your understanding, you could probably pull out the wire, reconnect them, and wrap some duct tape around. That
Mhm.
could work, but it will require new materials for actual replacement. But emergency repair is possible.
Okay. And Saren will lay that to the rest of the party, as well as the fact that we could potentially use some of the deserviced ARG units downstairs as materials. Looking forward, do these things look like they're lasers and might zap us?
They
If
more
the
look like
power-
conduits that once the cables are connected, these things will make energy, and then they get sucked into the conduits. More like this.
Mm,
But
Okay.
you should probably not walk past it while it's, while it's on.
zapping, yeah. Sure, Saren will lay this to the party.
So
We
what are
might wish
these?
to.
Who wants to go first? Arc or Tail? Tail? Tail, you go first.
But I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay, then Arc.
What exactly are these giant barrels? Because they kind of look like bins.
They are set. These cables are coming out of these things. So once you open it up, it's just all cables and wirings inside.
Those will supply the power once we reconnect the cables. Presumably.
And do we intend to use Landro to help protect Mercy? Is this why we're trying to reactivate its brainstem?
I believe that is the goal, as I do not think I can fight a Colossus.
I don't think we have any other way of catching up to them at this point. We have to place all our eggs in this basket.
I'm sure nothing possibly wrong could happen with this plan. And I guess
Well,
Art will.
it only went down because of the original pulse that ended the war. If it didn't sustain any more damage than that, then I'm sure there is good chance. Good luck, you guys. She says because she doesn't know what to do.
Over the table question, just because I have trouble keeping track of these things in my brain. We're looking for like a generator or something, right?
It was
Some
yeah.
sort of
It's like the
power source.
juice.
Yeah, she did say that
That's
something in her brain is wrong and Ark should do maintenance. She didn't clarify. You do also
Mhm.
see there is one level up still. This is not the top level.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean,
My
like our ultimate
Rod of
goal
7
here.
parts. Yeah,
Yeah,
The Rod of Seven
Rod of
Parts.
7 parts.
yeah.
It's in here
what
somewhere. We need to find it.
what is
my
this at the? Oh, sorry.
my understanding is that we have to reconnect these cables and then probably use Mercy's docent as the main power source or something like that. And we could potentially just reconnect these cables for now and then go back up and then see
I
what we
believe
do next.
wasn't the rod of seven parts part that we're looking for the main power source?
That's what you
Oh,
were
was it?
told.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What is at the front of this? Is this like, I don't know, what is this? A door?
No, imagine this is like a metal wall with some diagrams on it. Like, caution, do not walk through while it's on a power or something.
It shows like little pictures of ARG units getting zapped.
Fried.
Ah, good noting for taking for later. And I guess we'll go up the next level.
Alright, you can go up the next level first before you do any maintenance.
You know what? While you guys handle that, Sarah will just go downstairs and gather some materials from the destroyed ARG units, and she'll just bring them back up so we can actually reconnect these cables.
You're gonna,
Okay.
Ben will go with you to help you carry because you are a weak lady.
Okay,
Yeah,
great. Thanks.
you don't need to move yourself back and down the maps. You can. I understand that you two are doing this.
Mhm. Yep.
Filch is looking quiet and uncomfortable behind you all. Who else wants to go up?
Alpha
Because
will position herself down here actually, so that if she finds any unwanted Warforged coming up, she can stop them from whatever Arg is doing up there.
okay. As that happens, Ark, you clamber up. You land in the very upper area of Landro. Clearly, first of all, the tunnel doesn't go up more, and second of all, it is dome-shaped. And you look into a brain. It looks like this.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my
You
god.
you stand in front of the brain. Very clearly, what you can see is that this brain is leaking, and this gray fluid is running down the hall and start to spread around the area. And as you step inside, you can see all this gray matter start to wobble and bubble, and then they congeal together in this area and forms into this creature, who is made out of this grayish quicksilver material. She looks down at you all and say, "Hey, thank you, Arc Unit. I require maintenance. My main power source is not connected."
Just looking over all this, is there an obvious like power source connection? Like how much does he understand of this area? Like is this something that is fixing this something that would come to him naturally? Or yeah. like,
You have a faint understanding that you have been here before. This does not look utterly foreign to you. It's just this intuition that with some figuring out, you might be able to like understand how to fix this thing. You definitely understand that this creature is sentient. It is a manifestation of this brain's power, but itself cannot do anything. It's just imagine a interface. And she says, look underneath the brain in the main central support. My energy source is not connected.
Has anyone else come up here, or has anyone disconnected this source?
No, the source has been disconnected on the day of mourning. It is what caused us to fail.
And Arg will just like give a not tiny nod and just head under and start looking for bits and bots, I guess.
You head under, you see there is like a one wire not quite connected, and there is like one central like cylinder that is ajar. And as you look closer, you know, you do have to push a couple other metal parts aside, and you see this thing in the middle, pulsating with strong enemy. But imagine it would be hovering, it has a connector above and connector below, and it is just ajar. Like it's crooked in there so the energy doesn't conduct.
Yeah, he would start trying to connect things to. I assume he'd be able to. Oh God, do I have the spell on hand? I hope I do. I should. I don't think I'm that silly. I'll just cast it. Yeah.
What you casting?
I'm just making sure I have it. I do not have it. Damn it. I was gonna do, I guess, ritual cast identify, but I don't have ritual casting. But yeah, we will
Everyone has
start.
ritual casting in this campaign.
We do.
I have it, so you have it.
Okay. I guess we'll start ritual casting identify just to see what this thing is and trying to connect it to everything brain looking.
It does look like the other shards that you found. It is clearly the same design, the same material. This thing. Do you see it on the map?
Yes.
If you want to cast identify, go ahead. Meanwhile, the others, what are they doing?
Sarah will have gathered up some of the defunct ARC
Mhm.
units and strip them for their supplies so that we can repair the cabling in a more permanent fashion that won't break down the next, day or two with a bit of jostling.
Okay.
Mhm. It's not meant to be like super long term, but just enough so that it won't break out and power down the next 2 days while we get this thing to Mercy again.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely take a couple of arc units up here and then see what you need. That is easy enough with your previous
Mhm.
check. You can definitely like pull out some wiring, some connecting stuff, and use that for
Perfect.
sure.
And then she overlay that to the rest of the party, and especially Tal because he has very smooth fingers.
Yeah, Tel would just assist with that work.
All right, as you two work on it, I would need one of you to make either a Tinker's Tool check or sleight of hand check.
All right, I'll do the main check, and Tal can. No, I'm just kidding. All right, and she'll cast guidance.
Yeah. With your limited understanding of all this mechanical stuff, because this is, I mean, it's not for the concept is not foreign. Gnomes do make similar stuff, but this is like above and beyond what gnomes can do, from Faerun at least. But you do understand if there says like connect these two cable and twist it, and you can do it. And after maybe 15 minutes, you guys can connect these cable. However, there is still no power, but it looks like it would hold.
Uh,
Anything else? Yeah, go ahead.
I think once that work is complete, I think Tel would venture up to see if Arg needed any assistance.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
There, I'll move you. I have
Oh,
to turn
thanks.
you I have to turn you invisible before I can move you through the walls.
Oh,
Yeah. Do the others want to join as well?
Yes.
All right.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, I think as Tell kind of approaches, he's a bit jaw agape as he sees the brain in this sort of cerebral figure
Mm-hmm.
emerging out of it, and he'd just be like, Arg, anything we can do to help, buddy?
No need, it's just simple brain searching.
This figure addresses you, Tell, and say, "Welcome, Tell. I have observed your actions. I thank you for clearing some of my body. Welcome, Cruel. Welcome, Alphanika. Welcome, Saren. I am Landro. I regret that we do not meet under more happy circumstances. Do not worry, Ark is reconnecting my main power source."
As she mentions that, does can we see that Arg is holding a piece of the rod?
Yes, see, Ark is there touching the piece of rod while he is doing other scans and his identify stuff. That is very clearly the third piece of the rod that you're seeing.
I think Tell just kind of looks to Cruel and the others, and then kind of looks up at Landrol and but then down to Arg, and says, Arg, do you realize, I think that's what we're here for.
What is this?
The iMac loading icon.
I'd say about this time, Ark, you are done with identify. Yes, this is what you came here for. This is the third piece of the rod of 7 parts. And with
Right.
that, you also understand which spell you can be cast from it. Reverse gravity, which is the source of the gravity well. And Landro. It is directly connected to Landro. Landro is basically imagine harnessed power from this shard, this part of the rod, and that is what you get from identifying. And all you need to do is to push it back into the correct position, and then it would connect, and Landro would get power.
Surface level, oh my.
Once Ark does this, will you be capable of flight? Will you be capable of flight?
I will be capable of. My systems will come online. I am incapable of flight as my hardware has been destroyed. I am capable of movement if there is someone to direct it.
Of course. One of your, I believe she used to work here, one of your Warforged named Mercy. She is in quite serious trouble. After the years, she has never resorted to violence again, at least sworn to do so.
We do not
And
care
as a
for the
result,
action of a traitor.
I'm sorry, she was a traitor?
She abandoned her post when our situation was most dire. She abandoned her friends. She is no longer part of us. We do not care.
Listen,
Then
oh,
go ahead.
he'll like walk out under there holding the little doohickey.
Oh, you are removing the
Is
rod
it?
from her brain?
Wait, is it? I thought it wasn't connected yet.
It was hovering in the middle, like when you have energy high tech stuff and it's hovering in the middle. It's just a jar. It's still like stuck in there. You can remove the whole thing quite easily if you want. But then she would
I
not
don't
have
think.
power.
I don't think he would remove it. Then he would just be. He just come out and like look at her. Was I ever a part of you?
Of course, all ARC units were.
Why don't I remember?
Because your docent is with me.
I don't mean to interrupt too badly, but perhaps we could talk about this while we're on the move, seeing as Mercy's life is still in. I mean, seeing as we need to get going for the war. She says, making a very good deception check.
Do not need to lie to me. I am fully aware of what has happened. All my denizens are dead.
Then you know that we must go on this one last quest.
I
I
believe
understand what you are here for. I have observed you.
Will you aid us?
If you remove my power source, I will cease to exist, and Lendril will self-destruct. I will not stop you.
Let's perhaps
Yeah.
wire you up for now, and we can talk about things more fully after we have taken care of the threat.
Arg will go on in and plug it in.
Mhm. As you plug it in, you see this woman like visibly shake, and you literally hear this entire machine come online as everything starts to gain power. Lights are slowly blinking, and there is like a rumble going through. And she says, "Ah, I have power now. Thank you."
We totally didn't just like put our fate in the hands of this deity, right? Probably
Yeah.
not.
She says,
Right.
"What would you like me to do? As the last denizen of Landro, you may command me." She.
There's there's
Mhm.
another colossus in the land that is not helping anything. We need to put a stop to it before it destroys more, I guess, of the world.
I see you would like to utilize me for war, as is my primary function. As the last one on board, and as crew of Landro with our captain dead, you are now the acting commander of me. However, I am obligated to inform you that to regain my full combat capability, I need a docent to power. Should I burn yours? She she doesn't make a gesture, she's like floating, and you see in the middle part where you fixed this thing, a small compartment comes out of the brain and opens up, and inside is a round disc, much like a egg holder. Like it's round and it has places for circular items on the side, and it's entirely full. It has 12 inside, 11 of which are black, one of which looks perfectly fine. There is a price to war.
What do you mean? I I I do not believe I
Primary
have.
function. My primary functions are powered by this artifact. However, to properly function in war, I will require docents. They will be consumed in the heat of battle, a noble sacrifice. I have one, it is yours. I need direction. Would you like me
Wait,
to utilize this one?
you already have Arg's docent?
I always have ARC's docent. All ARC unit must surrender their docent when not on duty.
Let's exchange that then. And then she'll kind of lean down a little bit. Arg, you might be able to get your memories back, no?
But I don't. I've been functional without it, haven't I?
Would you want it then? Do you think it would make you someone different? Is it something that you would do without now?
The only other option would be to burn another docent, right?
I think it might have many Arg docents, yes.
I only have this one left.
Oh. Well, I guess we can kill Mercy's soul to save Mercy's body, but that... Oh. Or we could just, make our way there and punch them with our regular robot arms. Instead of firing lasers.
What would
Can
happen?
can Landro move without?
Are you asking Landro? Tilly?
Yeah.
Yes, Landro can move. Landro just does not have her so she will explain to you that yes, she has her basic functions, so entertainment system is back online.
Sudoku! Serum runs downstairs.
Sudoku, Candy Crush, it's all online.
Oh my god, those shitty movies. Let's go.
And yes, so all of that is online. She can move, and I guess if you say punch someone, she can do that too, but it is not a weapon system. She has multiple weapon systems in her in the entire thing. She will inform you that she will to operate her lasers, so her main cannons, she will need this docent as energy source. Her missile launcher and auto targeting needs this. Her sword needs it, and her emergency repair and her shields and her energy system all need this docent. So imagine she has this super hyper energy, but she needs a guidance system, and the guidance system is the docent. So she
And
will need one of that to
she-
have her war capabilities.
She only needs one, just the one docent.
Yes, she needs one.
And we are
She
in
only has
possession.
one.
Yeah, we are in possession of one. We have Mercy's, correct?
Yes, you do.
Saren
So
was running downstairs.
does that mean the reason why the Blades wanted the docents is just so they can burn the souls of Warforged to power theirs?
Probably. But yeah.
Probably.
One is going to go downstairs and look for Filch.
Yeah. Filch is right downstairs.
Filch, we are in a bit of a dilemma. You see, we would like to rescue Mercy, but in order to do so, this machine that we're in, well, in order to enact its war capabilities, we would need to use a docent to rescue your friend. I will ask you this, Filch. What would you rather? And she'll tilt her head. Are you the kind to save yourself? Or are you the kind to save another?
You want my docent?
I'll leave it up to you. I think we might be able to do it without any docents. I think we might be able to save Mercy, but I can't guarantee it. If the time comes, if we do need to make use of a docent in order to save Mercy's life, you ought to know that this choice is there. I would never deprive anyone of this choice, to give their own life for another's. I know the value of this choice all too well.
You don't know what you're asking for.
It's your choice, Filch.
I
You don't
know
have to give
is.
it.
Then why do you speak as if I should be ashamed for not sacrificing myself?
You should not be ashamed. No. Every life is precious, and yours is too. I want to give you this choice because I know that...
It is not
Well?
your choice to give.
It seems like you've made up
He-
your mind, and she'll
he
go
could-
up without another word.
Mm-hmm. You see, he stands there with his weapons lowered, and he seems for Warforged deep in contemplation.
Mhm.
You come up back up.
Mhm.
For you guys, you have a couple choices in front of you. You have in total, well, if you have pulled Filch into this, you have 3 docents. One of them needs to die. Or you can just take the shard, let Landro self-destruct, and you got what you came here for. The choice is yours.
Landra, what would happen to me once if the docent were to be used?
Of the knowledge that you have previously acquired will be gone. Everything that is in this docent. I understand. It is your soul. Just like this shard is mine. She ponders and says, can we truly be a whole thing if we lack one part of us, the body or the soul? I cannot answer this question for you. It is one that our Creator often pondered.
Hmm. Can we first see if we can even get out of this mountain before
course.
considering weapon systems?
Of course. The main function of my piloting system is in the pelvis. I can
Oh.
connect all of us telepathically. One of you will need to utilize that system. Although, for simple movement, I can do it. If we are to conduct complex movement, I will need a pilot.
I remember looking through the diagrams, and that is called the cockpit, correct?
That's why it's in the pelvis.
Oh God,
God.
no!
Oh
No!
boy.
Oh, maybe.
Oh
The other day,
Correctional
boy.
systems.
the other day we had like a whole hour discussion why it is called the cockpit with JD and
And we found out that actually it was right. Yeah, that we actually found out that that is one of the uses.
yeah.
It was very short. It was very brief in history, but it was used like that word.
Yep. So she will oh God, where were we? She will say yes, it is off. Commonly I forgot, but yes, there is the bridge, so someone needs to sit in the captain's chair. There is the movement system which is in the pelvis. And she does say she has main weapon system which is in the shoulders. And for war, all of those need to be manned. For movement alone, only the pelvis.
And Landro, you wouldn't happen to have. I understand that the docent's primary function is to serve as a guide, perhaps to aid in computing power. You wouldn't happen to have an option by which a mortal mind would be capable of substituting for that purpose.
My systems are not constructed to consume mortal souls. They
Yeah.
are more valuable than warforged that can be manufactured according to my manifest.
Oh my god. Saren suddenly jerks upright. Hey, did anyone check Rack's body?
Who?
Rack's body? That one Warforged that we took down not more than 30 minutes ago.
I think we did, and there was no docent.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wouldn't made it that easy for you guys.
Saren snaps her fingers. Damn you, Kratua! More
Snap!
complexity? No!
Should we take a short break while everybody ponders? Because you do have several choices. You can kill Arc Soul, you can kill Mercy Soul, you can kill Filcher Soul, or you can kill Landro by just grabbing the thing and skedaddle out of here. And
Well,
then,
the part of the problem is that will have to happen at some point anyway.
It will, yes.
Because we
We're gonna have
need
to
You'll
kill
have to be
Landro either
firm,
way, yeah.
Landro.
we need
but
the
then you
rock.
can't. But
But
you
then
can
we-
have it. Landro says you can have it. She does not stop you from taking it.
Well, right,
now.
but the problem
Well,
is
those-
it's over the table. Like what I'm thinking, trying to kind of get process in Tell's mind is we either have to burn one of the docent souls in order to try and save Mercy and her clan of now pacifist robots, because I'm pretty sure the only way we could do that is by using Landroll. And then we would still have to kill Landroll by taking the
Yes,
rod.
after that.
Or
Here's my
we
Mhm.
just take the rod, not have Landroll, and risk Mercy and her clan of pacifist robots dying anyway if we're unable to
So-
save them.
I
But you
think
would
we
also
have
get
to-
arcs. So,
If
but then you would also get arcs docent because then
Arcs.
there's no need to
Yeah.
have arc docent stay here. So,
Right.
moral
I
decisions, guys.
I think our best
if I
move-
remember,
I think our best move is to
know.
just go on and see if we can rescue Mercy without any docents. And if we can, then
Yeah.
that's great. And more complexity resolved. But it makes sense to kill Mercy's soul to rescue Mercy's body. And it doesn't sound like Filch wants to at this time. So if we get there, maybe Filch changes his mind, maybe not.
True.
But it would have to be up to Fudge whether or not Arg wants to forego his past memory in order to save this friend for sure.
Absolutely.
If it comes time and we need to actually make a choice.
And
We could potentially drive this robot up to the other one and try and get inside and rip some souls out from there. But I don't know if that'd work at all.
yeah.
you mean like go
Or-
the other Titan?
Yeah, boarding party!
Or we could try to cheat Gratua and put Arg's docent in right now, and then take it back out, and then put it in the in the gun.
Try to lag
After getting the
system.
memories back, I say side eye Gratua. Gratua would definitely allow that, right?
Um, you know, the thing
I'm just
is,
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I find it the idea very nice. You want to cheat the you.
I'm just
yeah,
kidding, of course.
For the minute he has his docent, he will have all his memory. When you take it out, it's gone again. But yes, tell to your question, she did have a lot other docents in her room.
I
Not
thought
gonna
she did.
sacrifice them.
Yeah, she
That's-
had 7, which she
Yeah.
considers souls and wants to give to the dead robots to hold because all of that is quite religious to her.
Mhm.
She did have others. They're just not Mercy.
Mercy trusted us with her soul, and she was the only one who could consent to give her docent. And the other docents can't consent.
True.
also,
Unless
she didn't
Fudge wants
consent
to
to
go
be
through
destroyed.
this, unless Fudge wants to go through this epic role-playing thing where we put one docent after the other in Arc and have him speak
That's-
for the docent.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
right,
thinking
he's-
of.
Search
I,
for
I gotta,
Yeah.
I don't, because I have out of character, no idea what's in Arg's soul.
Well, yeah, like Arg would have to like put it in and then dramatically relate everything to us and be like, "Please share my memory with the current me," and then we get this like really touching scene where we relay all the details to the current Arg, and he's like, "All right, pass me. I'll carry on your memory." This is what Sarah's thinking.
It might not even just be memory. It might just be hardware in general. I don't think Ark has a computing power to remember everything.
He does have keen
Mm.
mind.
It might. He has keen mind, I guess.
Yeah, but a lot of options.
Alternatively, we put it in, and then Kuti was like, "Arg, you can now cast a higher tier of spells." And Arg's like, "I've changed my mind. No, sacrifice the docent."
I know that's that guy. So we'll throw hands with the Titan. It's fine.
Yeah.
So what would let's take a short break because I feel like I need a breather while you guys take a little time, drink something, to think about what you want to do next.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Let yeah, let's be back in 10-15 minutes ish.
Yep.
Okay.
resources?
I've got enough for like one more fight.
I'm sure I still have plenty of resources. Like, so many. Like, oh my god, I have so many left.
I thought of another question
Good.
while I was fixing myself a bowl of
Yeah.
ice cream.
Oh, also stressing.
Wish I had
me.
ice cream.
Yes, also very much stressing right now. It's actually very lucky. I very rarely do we ever have ice cream in the house, but I have some right now, which is perfect.
I bought some just before the game started because I was like, oh,
I'm-
well, I'll need some ice cream when we get to this part.
I
However,
want
I
myself.
thought- yeah,
I
sorry.
was gonna get a container of mint chocolate chip, and then I just didn't. I was like, it's fine. I can deal with that.
Yes, what were you thinking about?
Did Mercy give us her docent? I mean, she must have known full well that we might need it to do this with. Right?
I don't think we explicitly said anything about it, so I don't think we can really say that she like consent to us, destroying her soul.
Technically, she didn't want to give you anything, but you
Mm.
persuaded her that in case you need one to, power one, then and I do remember it was like a ridiculously high persuasion check.
That's probably my fault. That was probably me.
But
No, that Arg hit the nat 20 on the persuasion check, and I have like
that's
negative.
right.
I have negative charisma as well, so that's like, ooh.
That
yeah,
doesn't
but it
feel
was
good,
like
you know?
it was like you did, guys. She did not offer to give it to you. You persuaded her.
We
to give
can't
it to you.
coerce her into
It's good to know.
sacrificing herself. That's not a real
Yeah.
sacrifice.
No,
Mhm.
yep, no, it's good. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that because it is a very key piece of information.
The only person here who can really consent is Arg, or I guess Filch if he changes his mind and like decides, oh, I want to make a noble sacrifice. But yeah,
Then
it is...
on the other side, you guys are here and you guys make the choice. And I just want to put the choice right in front of you. This is a choice. You can just grab Landro, grab the Arc's docent, and leave. That
Feels
is
good,
also a choice.
Yep.
Well, and to that option, Mercy did say that she didn't really need our protection. They would just up and leave like they have done many times before.
Also said that she would stay behind to wait for her docent, regardless of the situation.
Now that she doesn't have
To
one
her
anymore.
people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to give her a
problem is-
docent.
She is dead. Yes.
I think the problem is if we don't save them now, one way or another, then those Warforged are going to be after the 7 docents that Mercy definitely has.
True.
Forever. Or like, other innocent automatons out there. They're not going to stop at this. So, I mean, for the moral among us, probably we need to actually take him down.
Moral
For Saren,
among us?
she just. Why do I feel like for the moral ones among us? And Saren's like, me? I'll just grab this thing and get out of here.
Saren thinks that the fate of the universe is bigger and that we should just grab the device, the piece, and then like immediately teleport out here. But also, it's a team. It's a team.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Tell is really torn for that very reason. It's like the more time we sort of dawdle here, the more is at stake. But at the same time, Tell definitely doesn't want to just leave these people, oppressed and suffering.
Yeah, if we leave right now, we basically say, okay, that little group of people, they're going to have their souls harvested and turned into robot fuel.
Yep. As a character, Saren say, well, better the fates of like 20 robots than the fates of the entire universe. But as a player, I'm going to say that it wouldn't be very narratively satisfying, and actually, I want to see the end of this.
What does Cruel say? The actual moral one among us. You there, JD?
Yeah. He. I don't know. He thinks no one should be sacrificed under any circumstances. So Arg gets his docent back. No docents at all are sacrificed, and we beat the ever-loving shit out of the opposing Warforged
With our hands alone.
with our hands alone.
I mean, we could do it. Tells like we could do it pirate style. Board the other Colossus and fight our way through it.
That will
We
be
have
fucking
to look
sick.
for a purposeful weakness.
We do
We don't
have
have
a
any
tub.
way of our
We
own
do.
implanting a hole.
I can't believe that in order to take out the enemy center, we're gonna have to kick the other robot in the groin. Oh dear.
No, I didn't think this through.
Oh, God.
That's where the cockpits are.
Yes, yes. Autonomes are known to be anatomically accurate when creating their colossuses. It's like, of course, the weak spot's in the groin. Why wouldn't it? That's yes.
Be glad they didn't put the main cannon there.
There's definitely a cannon there, Gertrude. I'm sorry, we're adding the third
Absolutely.
railgun. That's the railgun,
The
right?
third weapon system. Oh, it's the acid. It's the acid firing.
To your disappointment, no, there are no guns in the pelvis area.
The
Damn.
only thing that
Oh wait, shit,
might,
there are guns in the pelvis area. Shit.
per the source book, I will say that I do have a ghost that can like slip through their physical body and attack them from within, but it's not strong enough really to take them all out.
You know, the other Colossus has the same dimension as Landro.
Yeah,
They're equals in every right and way.
I will say this.
Probably stronger, given it has 2 arms and Landro only has 1.
Plus, they probably don't have any compunctions against using, docents for power.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why they're harvesting all these random people.
Yeah.
I think Tell would say, as we're kind of the team is sort of going in circles. I think Tell would say, let's at least get Landrel moving. Let's get Landrel back to the village, and we can see what the state of things are, and perhaps make a more informed decision once we get there.
Yeah.
All right.
Works for me.
So, who wants to go where? Landro says, I see. She withdraws this compartment with Ark's docents in there into herself and says, which one would like to pilot my body? You can, however, also pilot my body from the command chair in the chest. She looks over to Saren and Ark. You two are quite familiar with the interface, I see.
Saren is still thinking about Sudoku. Saren will actually ask, Landro, is there anywhere where I might see outside and have a clear path to the enemy?
Now that
If
I
you
have
need to engage
power,
more.
my external cameras will be projected onto the screen in the command center.
Unfortunately, I'll need a clear line of fire in order to cast spells, which may be of use in this coming engagement, if there is one.
The
Isn't
observation platform on the shoulder is still operational.
She'll
And
nod. I'll go
there's
there
also,
then.
there's also like holes in the hands, right? That have like little hatches on them.
Yes, you could also do that.
Oh my god, throw me.
Yes, we can all fly, and if she can use the observation deck to have a clear line of sight to the other robot, then she'll go there for now.
All right, let me change you all to this map. Wait. All right, I will need to put Killoa over here somewhere. You guys are all here on the map, which is perfect because then here is Landro. Please attach yourself to Landro.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
nice.
Sweet. Making
You're
myself
in a
smaller.
drawing area. Alrighty. She is in the head, and as you get down there, if you zoom out a little bit, I am going to show you guys a little bit of something. Aha. I have prepped this for so long. If you zoom out, stat block Landro.
Whoa!
Oh,
Alrighty.
Also pause.
Getting revealed.
2020.
We should also have Filch man the gun, and probably we should have Landro command the table.
She
to
cannot
go on
command. Oh yeah, the Landro will tell
Oh,
the table
gotcha.
not to attack you, but she cannot operate any of the subsystem. So while you
Mhm.
are interacting with Landro, you know she is a colossal. She is also she counts as as equipment, so she is not a creature.
Mhm.
And she has 420 hit points, armor class 20, and these are her stats and senses. She is a siege engine,
Mm.
which means she cannot be targeted by spells that target creatures.
Okay, cool.
Which
And
probably also applies to the other Colossus, which is important to know.
yeah, Landru requires a captain to operate, so somebody has to be in the chest. The captain can use its action to assist one subsystem operating by or operate one subsystem remotely.
I think
And the
Probably not Arc
subsystem,
there,
yeah.
because Arc's the
Uh,
only one with a high enough in Arcana.
Each subsystem operated independent from the captain's seat has its own skill check. So when we get into combat with this, it is not following the initiative of. So you guys all roll initiative, just see which subsystem goes first. And each round for you guys, you can do one of the subsystem that comes with a skill check. If you succeed the skill check, you can do the subsystem, which is for currently piloting movement. The pilot uses its action, needs to make a DC 16 sleight of hand or arcana check. On a failure, Electro moves half speed in a random direction. After 3 successful check, no more check is required because then you have familiarized yourself with the system.
I,
Get out of the way then now, yeah.
I think
Sorry.
as we're sort of deciding who goes where, as Landrill's sort of standing up and beginning to get moving, Tell pulls out his tricorn hat. It looks at Arg and says,
Yes,
"Arg,
Captain.
I think it needs to be one of us, but
Yes, I'm just thinking of things.
would you rather I pilot her then, or do you want to?"
Are you aware of what it's like to not have a soul, Tell?
He
Very morbid.
pauses for a moment, having expected a slightly lighter-hearted response. And he says, no, Arg, I don't know what it's like to not have a soul. I certainly know what it's like to feel that your soul has been compromised. I guess that's as honestly as close as I have been.
I thought I had a soul for a while, but it appears, in retrospect, I've been operating at only a tiny bit of my peak proficiency. You were there when I showed you the box.
I was.
Actually. So, I knew there was limitations to it, but hmm, I- I've only really been able to remember things within the past 30 days, Tell. Everything else is just not there.
Well, with any luck, we'll get your docent back and we'll have your soul restored before we return back to our lane.
Do you like me as I am now, Tell?
Tell kind of cocks his head a bit, kind of thinks quizzically, says, I do, which, in light of the information that we have, I think means that I like your nature. That's not to say I want you to remain like this. I wish to see your soul restored and see you return to your full potential.
I cannot confirm if my nature will remain the same after it. every night when I power myself down, I have been deleting unneeded memories. As only 30 days worth is what I can hold. It's useful, but I'm not sure what is in that soul. I'm not sure if I'll be the same. Better? Worse? Well,
Tell
you, you do have the hatch.
tell Nods. He says, "I understand your hesitation, Ark. I do. What we have experienced makes us who we are. But do you want to continue going through life only being able to remember the last 30 days? I mean, we're quickly approaching when you won't even remember when you met us."
How long have we actually been together, Tal? I did remove that one. It didn't seem necessary.
Over the table. How a couple weeks? Yeah, that we've been at this.
Depends on
We did the
when
math
did
last
we,
time.
yeah, when did you guys meet? Was it start this campaign or yeah, you said you didn't know him before. So start of the campaign, it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, because Tell may have briefly met Arg in the bureau, but he definitely didn't go on any missions with him or anything. So,
Yeah.
um, Tell shakes his head. He says, we may have met in our work before this, but we've only begun to work together a few weeks ago. I can't
Has
imagine not having long-term memories, though. You're constantly living in a state of adventuring into the unknown, not knowing how you've experienced things and seen things in the past, which would color your reaction to every situation you encounter.
do you remember how did we? Most of the time, I just make minor notes of important details. Are you aware that when we first met, I was imprisoned, correct?
Were you imprisoned? Oh yeah, you were. That's me.
Yeah.
That's the
He
player
was
trying to remember.
yeah, he was an indentured servant of Lord Neverember.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Tell Nods. He says, that's true. You were.
Yes. It turns out that confinement is quite a devastating effect on one with such short memory. I do not remember how long I was in there or what came before. And I'm wondering if that is fine. I don't even know if my particular unit was meant to last longer than 30 days. If we saved my soul, I cannot confirm if my body would continue to live alongside it. Well, it's good to think about such things, you know? At least until you delete them. And then he'll go look for some place on Landro to pilot or something. What else? What are the actions we got?
Does that mean Landro can now draw power from your docent? Because then she will tell you what actions you have available. She needs a docent.
I see. So piloting is our only current function.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so there's not even like a punch or anything like that.
No, that's the combat system that needs the dose into power.
Ooh.
It sounds like we might need
Basically,
to...
you can still punch. Your modifier is 10 because she will be considered as non-proficient.
Mhm.
She is strong,
Oh,
so
oh, it's not locked.
So it's just like
Yeah,
plus
like-
10 hit instead of
yeah,
plus
it's just
16.
plus 10,
Got
10
it.
to hit without and the damage is oops. The damage is also quite low because when you punch, you put power in it, and so would she. To understand how he works is imagine she has no proficiency in nothing.
And I imagine the enemy Landro or enemy Colossus would have no qualms with burning a few souls.
Probably not.
Probably not.
This one though.
But
Right?
get her moving
Finish up.
first. Who wants to sit in the captain chair? You don't have to. Somebody can just go down to the pelvis and power it from there.
The one who always keeps us moving ahead. Alpha Nike, would you do us this?
Huh?
Yeah. Tell's conversation was initiated to try and see which of the two of them should drive.
You know what? As appointed captain, I would like to appoint Tell as captain. There you go.
You're abdicating already?
Tell puts on his,
Irene will last.
Mutiny.
Shortest tenure
Immediately.
ever.
Mutiny immediately. Oh my goodness.
Tell puts on his tricorn hat and sits in the captain's chair.
Yes. This helmet shapes itself a little bit around your Tricon head hat to basically attach to your temples, and you do hear very clearly Landro's voice, and she will say, "Welcome, Captain. Please attune yourself to the Landro system, which means please make your Arcana check."
Or deck sleight of hand, right?
That's then actually you can move. Just so whoever sits in there can
Guidance.
tune itself as you did previously.
Guidance.
Oh my god.
Guidance. Damn it.
Can I
Reeling
transfer
from-
my inspiration to Tell?
Absolutely. Tell reeling
No.
from whatever Art just said to him.
Yeah, Tell is absolutely like Tell does not think after that conversation. Tell does not think that Ark should be giving up his soul.
Saren, you know what? Well, we're on the way there. Saren will actually telepathic bond us together so that we have some kind of communications, some navs, as it were.
Sure.
Saren will over the comms will say, "Tell, while I was in the in the cockpit, I observed that if you were to hit the Windows key and put in this command, it would aid your movements." And you can take the inspiration to reroll.
I thought you were going
Let's
to do an
go.
Alt F4 comment. Joke. No!
You gotta be
Oh wow.
kidding me.
God, Dice God, what are you trying to do?
Wow, that's back to back to back. It's impossible.
The 1 in
Tell-
4 chance.
That's what you wanted 400. That is.
Oh my god. How do you explain this? What is going on in Tail that he just cannot connect to the system like this?
You know what? I think it's that conversation that he just had with Ark, and he's been thinking about this. The fact that this robot Colossus needs to literally burn souls in order to fight, and Tell is a fighter. Tell is a soldier. He's seen firsthand what war can do to people. I think he is just completely aghast at the idea that to wreak that kind of destruction, you fuel it with the egregious act of literally burning souls. I think he is so somewhere between distraught and irate, that is how this thing operates, that perhaps he just can't connect with it.
All right.
The dead corpse of the gnome who created this thing is sitting at your feet,
Yep.
staring into you with his vacant eyes. Ooh.
That's
think,
your creator, Rock.
I think Tell stands up out of the chair and takes off the tricorn hat and takes off the headset, and just looks at Arg and says, I can't do this.
He's abdicating too.
Nobody's just, everybody's just abdicating.
I understand. Here, let me sit.
Mhm.
And he'll get in the chair, sit down, connect.
Make your Arcana check.
We will guide ourselves as well.
Of course.
What?
He's just-
Wow.
It's still a 20.
Wow.
It's still a 20.
I
cannot believe my ears.
What is happening?
All my days.
Yeah, Ark. You do know that once you sit in here, you are the acting captain. You were also told you are the last living member of Landrol, which promotes you to captain. But it is the worst attempt you've ever made at connecting like this. However, well, you are kind of built for this in a way, so it still clicks, but with less enthusiasm, and Landrol becomes alive in your brain.
I imagine Art sitting there, and in his hand he has like the dose and the mercy, and he's like kind of spinning it around in his hands, and he just says out loud, "When we met Mercy, without question she gave us shelter and protected us. I think that is something worth living." And like inside the headset, there's probably like a little clippy or something. "Would you like to burn your soul?" And he'll click the yes button.
The one that is currently in Landrol's brain,
Correct.
aka yours. Landrol says, "Thank you for your sacrifice, soldier." And you guys see it's as if this entire machine gets a second wind. Everything starts to move and everything becomes much louder, and Ark, you hear ripping sounds as Landrol with one arm punches into the mountain and tries to rip herself free of this mountain, and meanwhile this one arm that was stuck, it just tears at the door that you guys luckily did not shoot open, but there is a woof of wind that goes through the entire shoulder area where Saren is at. Saren, you can basically see all the mechanics and cables tearing as if tendons of a muscle, and all of you, because Landro did say she connected all of you as well with her system, you can start to see like blinking lights everywhere directing each of you to different subsystems. As for the rest of you, the full length of Landro's activities becomes known to you all.
Cool.
So we have the movement, which is piloting from the pelvis. It uses an action, and as a bonus action, you can fire 5 magic missiles. And the main gun is in the chest. You'll need Arcana or Dexterity to aim the cannon, which are like small little controls, or you just take the cannon and aim it. It does shit ton of damage. There is a sword in the arm that requires strength or dexterity to wield, as it is like a retractable sword that comes out of her arm. And there is emergency repair that requires Arcana or Tinker's tool. And there is shield up, and that is insight or Arcana, and then there is divert energy. And of course, whoever sits in the captain's chair can use their action or bonus action to run one of these subsystems. Any
Almost thought
questions?
Yes, Sarah will interlink with everyone, and also Landro and Say. And
Oh.
is the construct of the other mechas essentially the same as yours?
I put my token next to the area that my character's at.
Yeah, make a copy of yourself. Oh yeah, or like this, however you want. But let move this out of the way so I can see what's written. She will answer. We follow the same design construct, although every single Colossus is unique. Mainly, they have their own subsystems and stuff.
Gotcha. And, Petula, this is a question for you. Around what diameter is the neck of this creature? Neck of, Landro?
What do you mean?
What's the diameter of the neck area of the Landro mecha?
About 30 feet in diameter, including plating.
I'm
30
20.
feet in diameter. Gotcha.
And just for those who know, if it says abdomen, like all three of them, you can move freely in that area on your turn. So whoever is in the pilotings, that is the pelvis area, you can run all three of them. You just have to basically imagine run back and forth.
There, I'll do the pelvis piloting and have Ben be the pelvis penis missile launcher.
Of course.
Yeah, because it says as a bonus action, and Ben's already a bonus action, so he can take care of those two things.
Sounds good. Did that answer your question? Are you trying to
Oh,
decapitate
yes, yes. I am gonna use Wall of Force to decapitate it as it's moving.
Okay,
Oh,
so...
God.
Wall of
Al-
Force is a quarter of an inch thin, and while it's moving forward toward us, I will use Wall of Force to decapitate it. If
Don't think War of
I'll try.
Force actually cuts through things, though.
if they're moving like at 50 feet a second, it'll hit hard. Well, up to you as a GM, but
I would say
Might at
spells
least-
do what spells say, so even
Yeah,
if the imagery is really cool.
Might at least
Wall of Force-
clothesline him and knock him prone.
yeah. The other thing was I might just like wrap it around its head so it like gets knocked on its ass. Like put it around its pelvis so its legs ran into the Wall of Force, and then it gets dropped.
Trip.
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, you all have picked your station. You hear the stunk, dunk, dunk as Landro starts to move. Saren, in which position would you like to put yourself in?
Saren's gonna be in the shoulder because that's the only position where she has a line of sight
Okay.
to the other guy, right?
Yeah, the other guy's not even on the map right now, but then later you can be lookout for now, which means you are not operating a subsystem.
Where is Kiloway?
Kiloway is
Oh.
imagine you can put Kiloway in the foot.
Oh, you know
Okay.
what? I should ask Ritua. If I were to use a Boots of Speed to double my movement, could I get to any of the substations within a turn or two?
Yeah, sure.
Good to know. Okay.
Okay. Where would you want? You guys can move Landro. Where do you want Landro to go?
I guess we have a detach now.
Yeah, you kind of have to detach yourself. Or
I thought I already did.
Thought I did.
Oh no.
yeah, you have to attach yourself to something new in this new stupid new
Okay.
system. So
We can also just make a new character token so that we can
yeah, you can
have
also
our
just,
actual role.
oh,
and then
if you
also have
copied
a
it, it
optional
is
thing.
yeah. That is the knee. But here's the pelvis.
Where's the arm? Over here.
That's the sword. Look at that.
Yep. You can make a copy and then do the.
Let me see. I can just move all of you like this. Alrighty. You guys can move Landro as you like. It is your mecha now.
I think we head towards Lalos first, right?
Alright. As you rip yourself out
Try
of
and get Mercy her docent back.
yeah, just like, hey Mercy, we're up here, catch!
Yeah.
As you start moving with every step, the ground shakes. You do remember that it took you guys like 2 hours to get here with this pure size of Landro. You guys think maybe half an hour at most if you start to jog. And I would need Ark to make, please, a sleight of hand check.
Ooh, sleight of hand. Can we guidance these checks? Question mark? Or no?
Guidance is an action.
So wait, so it's an act. Okay, so it would be action and then another action. Okay, well, it's no guidance then. Just pure sleight.
It says sleight of hand or arcana.
Or Arcana. You can also do Arcana.
Oh, Arcana or sleighty? Ooh, what's our sleight? Ooh, what's Arcana? Ooh.
You know what? The DC is 16, but it is a so you cannot fail this as your modifier is a 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, you move Landro very quickly about this area where you can already see Ilos in the distance as you guys hear that your footstep is joined by that of another. Very quickly coming your way from the south and emerging out of the fog in a way that you guys almost have seen before. The head first, the shoulder first is this creature.
Kuchian, where is Filch?
Filch is somewhere.
Okay. All right.
This
I
is
guess
like FTL.
I will move into the
And you said each.
abdomen then.
Wait,
after I'm
you-
done. Sorry, go ahead.
One after the other. Saren first.
Sure. I was just saying that after I cast a spell, if any, I'll move into the abdomen
Okay.
just to give you guys the update.
Abdomen is quite far away. You do have to go through all the rubble. I would say 2 turns.
Oh, okay. Which system can I get to from the observatory?
The fastest one is the shoulder.
Oh, sorry. The shoulder is a.
Yeah, that's the chest is the first station, and then you go down to the abdomen and then pelvis. So it's like 1 layer per turn.
Gotcha. Is the shoulder the missile launcher?
The shoulder has nothing. It's the observation platform.
Oh, okay. Which substation could I reach from the from where I am currently?
Oh wait, you are at the shoulder. You can reach the arm, which is on the same level, and with it's just down the hallway. And then you can go 1 level down to the chest,
Okay, good.
and another level down to the abdomen, and then another level down to the pelvis.
Okay. And out of character, I know for sure that like I can't bisect it, or like damage its head with a wall force.
You can or you cannot.
I know that I cannot.
I like the idea, but that's not what the spell is made for.
Okay, in that case, I will just stay in the abdomen so that I can repair us.
Okay, perfect.
You can also divert energy.
Bonus
I'll just
action.
do
But
that
then again, I think missile launcher does more damage.
So you and Alphanika are in the abdomen.
Oh, lovely game. Can you write out the rules for this combat? Because I'm a little confused on what we are all capable of doing.
You can do.
It's on the side.
Yeah, it's on the side. It's where you put yourself. That's your action.
Yes. Oh, okay. So if if you have access to both actions and bonus actions, you can do that.
Yeah, because you are on the same level, which is why the area is written down behind. So you cannot say, I'll go to the chest and fire the main gun. You can say, I do the piloting, and then I do a missile launcher. Or you say, I do the kick, and then the missile launcher. Because the kick is action, the missile launcher is a bonus action.
Cool.
Or you can say, I do none of them. Then you can do whatever actions you would be realistically to have in your action. Like, I cast guidance.
She has guidance on the robot.
The robot is a object, basically. All right. As that happens, are there any questions?
So there's only 1 subsystem per turn.
Per person, yes.
So per person. So we each
per
get a
turn,
person.
you all can do all of this once.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So basically, you can punch, kick, shoot, slash, all of this in one action, in one turn.
Okay, cool.
because Landro is powered by a rod of seven pieces. It's
Oh.
very powerful.
Important. Tell, where's the hat? I need it for Arg. He's the captain now.
Oh yeah, Tell would have put it on Arg's head
Perfect.
once he
Alright.
once he left.
With that done, you guys run towards Ilos, and on the halfway pass, you do get to see this creature who basically is also running to Ilos, and about the area where you are now. So before you cross the river and before you even reach the village, because you are so insanely large, all of you, you know that you can start fight Harbinger whenever you wish. All of its weapon system, you see all these rocket launchers, something energy posing in its chest, and other kind of weaponry, cannons, all on full display. Shall we roll some initiative?
Now, do we use the dex of the robot or our own?
Your own.
Cool.
That's impossible. Today is cursed because I rolled initiative for this guy who has advantage, and I rolled 2 nat ones.
Wow.
What is
Well,
with all
Rogue,
the
if
nat
you,
ones today? Jeez.
We rolled 3 nat ones, so we kind of beat you there.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let me get the comeback music on. Let's do this. As you come across the Harbinger, he is a little bit slower given how boggy he is. As he comes towards all of you, we shall start with Elfinike first.
Right. Being in the abdomen, Alphanike is by the shield up and divert energy systems. I think as a bonus action, she will divert energy and give extra power to the main gun, which will then deal an additional 2d10 to its next damage roll. And then I think as she sort of like gauges the Harbinger, knowing that they are burning Ard's soul for this, she's trying to be really careful using her own weapon system, so she's going to be very, very careful in using her action to activate shield up and activating it when it needs to, when there's a strike happening. So she'll use shield up. I think she'll make that action, right? She'll make the insight
Yes.
check.
Yes, please.
Okay, insight check, DC 16.
Perfect.
Yes. Okay.
With that inside check, DC 16, your Landro's AC is now 25. Very
Yes.
nice.
Okay.
All right. After that, let's see. Yeah, immediately as you like open powers up powers up this shield, you can see that on the other side, as if this is the call to action, Harbinger start to glow with a bluish tint as he also activates his shield.
Oh.
Alrighty, that brings us to Saren.
Alright. And we can't divert power twice, right?
No. Each subsystem can only be done once.
Okay, sounds good. In that case, Serena will cast Enhance Ability on, let's see. Yeah. Sure. She'll cast Enhance Ability, and I think I can only cast it on one ability at a time. Oops, sorry. That's
Yes, one
Yeah,
ability
yeah,
at a
you
time.
pick like Eagle's Eye or Cat's whatever.
Spell 4. Not sure. Let's see. Alright, so she'll give Alphanike and herself enhancement to Arcana, so intelligence. Alright, and that'll be
You get a third person.
Very
But
nice.
no one is inside.
Okay.
Because
Are
they're
you out
both-
of levels?
Huh?
No, we just don't have anyone else in the pelvis, or the abdomen.
Oh, then why don't you use third level?
I have no other levels.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was asking. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Good that you did that, because Landro is coming to a stop in its run. Like around here, you see this huge robot basically pulls its arm back, and it almost looks like a Kamehameha as it turns its body half to you all, and like a huge cannon. We're talking about the cannon is the size of Landro's arm, just gets up from its back, and then it starts to spin as it uses a legendary action to shoot at all of you with its siege cannon.
Oh,
That's a hit, as this beam of energy shoots at this entire cannon. First of all, I would say someone else please roll. I'll roll this damage. But for everybody inside of Landro and around it, so including Kiloware, please make a dexterity saving throw as this cannon hits Landro in the chest, and the entire Colossus does this.
literally.
I'll go roll damage. What is damage? Alrighty.
All right, dexterity save.
You know what? I am going to put Landro in the grimoire and give it its health. What's its health? 420. Eh, 125. With that, you guys can, I think I will be able to adjust Landro's health as all of you feel a level of pain, but you know it's somebody else's pain, so you guys don't feel it, as Landro almost screams as she says, "That's a lot of damage," as she takes 65 points of damage.
Wow, that's a lot of damage. Yo.
Ah, well, it's okay. She has a couple hundred. Alrighty, that brings us to Tail.
Yeah, I think Tell is going to wait, where did my extra Tell token it doesn't matter. Main gun go. He's gonna fire the gun.
Alrighty, Tail.
Would I still get my sleight of hand advantage from my gloves?
The sleight of hand
Oh,
advantage
nice.
gives to all sleight of hand checks, right?
I believe so.
Very cool.
Sleight of hand and thieves tools. Items. Gloves of thievery. I do know there is like a small little thing in there. +5 to oh, this is the new one?
That must be the new one.
Yeah. Why am I not getting the old
It's
one?
basic rules.
Oh, thievery. I found
Or
it
have I
there.
just been doing it wrong this whole time and it should be +5 and not advantage?
Yeah,
It should have been +5 and not advantage.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
this is Wikidot.
Yeah, well, I guess we've been doing
That's
it
my
wrong.
bad.
No problem. Then
I
just
think you're
sleight
thinking of
hand.
the invisible gloves or whatever. Or, no, there's
Does
another
it say
one.
invisible gloves?
There's another, the living gloves.
Living
I
gloves,
think.
yes, it's living gloves.
That might be what it is. And then let me see real quick if on my sheet. Yeah, sorry, Gratu, we've been doing this wrong for a while.
Hey, if you didn't ask me, I wouldn't have known. So we're
23.
back to gaslighting the DM again.
Alphanik is actually a rogue. She would like to use her cunning action. To...
You are one level sorcerer. I know that.
23. Tell can fail this check on a 1 or a 2. Because he only has plus
Oh,
14.
you can?
So I can
Okay,
fail
wow.
the check. But I did not this time.
Oh.
I got a 23.
Wonderful. Then you do not fail this check. Shoot your gun.
So I just roll 1d20 plus 15, yeah?
Yes.
plus 15.
I have thought about writing a whole like a workshop for this, and then I realized I don't have the skill for it.
My goodness.
And then
You get 2d10 bonus
damage.
damage.
Damage would be 26. Wait, let me see. 26 hits as you hit it, and then you see this blue shimmer around it. Lets it through. Very nice. The damage will be 8d12 plus 2d10.
Let's see. I don't know if Afro it does roll it like that. Let's go.
Oh my god, that's so
Nice.
much damage. This main gun does as much
Yikes.
damage as its main gun. Oh my god. Tell, this is the biggest gun you've ever shot and
Yep.
probably ever will. How does it feel?
Well, I mean, the thing is Tell's sitting at like a little control panel. He's like playing a video game right now. He's a little control panel, a little joystick, but then he hits the big red fire button, and like the whole robot like rocks back, and he's like, "Oh boy!" I think there's a little bit of like giddiness, a little bit of manic giddiness bubbling to the surface right now.
Yes, it's literally like an Iron Man B. Very nice. After Tell is Ark.
First, we're gonna use our bonus action to command Ben to fire the missile launchers whenever the heck his turn is, which is after Arg's.
Yeah.
And then, as an action, I'm going to hold an action to you move away with movement, and the what is it called? The thing that the trigger is whenever after Cruel hits it with the sword. So hits with sword, and the robot will back away because I think that's something you can do.
Yeah, you can, absolutely.
And that is what
Yeah.
we're going to do.
Then roll 5d4.
Yes, Ben is sitting on a little console as well with his rocket launcher down there. Beautiful. And he shoots.
Why do I have the suspicious feeling that in the end it comes down to like 10 hit points and it's Ben? Alright.
5d4. Yes, and we are holding our reaction to move away after whenever Cruel swings,
Alright.
or I
cool.
guess the robot swings.
Alright.
Okay. Then,
This is what it looks like.
Ooh, a bit floppy for some reason.
well, yeah, because it's microfilaments or whatever. All right, so, all right, DC-16 athletics.
Yes. So you're doing athletic basically instead of using the small joystick, you just take the big sword in there, literally hanging in a harness and starting to swing. 26 is more than enough.
All right, and I'm making a GIF, but I want to get my turn done first. So, D20 plus 15 as well. Yep.
Ooh. 18 does not hit as this colossus just raises its arm and you see your sword connect with a really thick plating.
Okay.
Yes, and that would trigger Arc to back it away. How far can we move? I believe
Sure,
it's
it has
50
a
feet.
50 feet.
Yes, so I did the Arcana check. So after that dinks off, the robot will move 50 feet backwards.
Right over here. Alright, as you move away, it is Harbinger's turn. Harbinger will basically just spin around itself and make a jump at you all. And now Harbinger can do quite a bit. He will first yeah, I think Harbinger will like jump up and you see this huge big fist just comes down onto Landro as I'll roll for its slam attack. 18 plus 15, yes, that's a hit.
Uh-oh.
I really should have written something.
It's
And and that will be 57 points of damage. Can somebody make a CC and track Landro? Landro has 420 HP, so I don't have to do it.
Okay.
Thank you so
Didn't
much.
we get hit? Didn't we get hit earlier?
Yes, we did. So Landro is currently at 355.
355. Okay, gotcha. I'll pull up a calculator.
After that,
Do I need to keep track of limbs? HP?
No. It's a total HP.
Okay.
You only break the limbs if you fail the check by three times.
Okay, gotcha.
And with that, after that, Landro, Harbinger will do a second thing as it lands and punches Landro in the head and then lands up here as a shockwave goes through this entire area. And I will need everybody of you to make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw,
Including Killaway?
including Kiloe. Oof. Oof! What is going on today?
Avery doesn't like us.
Right. Just letting you know,
Alrighty.
Landra is at 298 HP right now after that big 57 damage.
I see.
What was the DC?
DC is 18.
Bin fails.
Alright, then Saren fails, Crew failed, Ark succeeded, Tail failed, Alpha Nike succeeded, and Kilo succeeded, and Bean fails. For those who failed, it would be 10, 16, 23, 26, 27 points of lightning damage.
How many? Sorry.
27 points
Wow.
of lightning damage.
This isn't a spell, is it?
It's not a spell. It's literally an EMP, imagine.
Okay.
But if you have Absorber Element, you can totally use it. Oh, for those of you who saved, it's half damage, so 27 times 2 is so much math. 27 times 2 is 13. And as for those who failed, I have really bad news for all of you. You are also stunned for a round.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's not good.
No, he stunned him in the dingus.
So who is stunned? So I think Tail is stunned.
Saren's done.
Saren is stunned. And
Cool stunned.
Crew is stunned. Very nice.
Yeah, Bin is stunned as well.
Ben is stunned as well. Just see what Ben is there. Alrighty. That is Harbinger's turn. That brings us back to Elfie.
Oh my god. She's gonna yell out, Saren, handle the you're you're fine. She's then going to I think so. How is she looking at this? It's through a grid, right? It's through some sort of like sonar
yes.
data.
It's more like imagine a camera on the outside. So you can see what's going on. And it's a projectile screen that is around you.
Projectile screen. Okay. Walk me through this, because she would like to be able to cast a spell outside of Landro. Would she need to go to the foot area in order to make this happen? Because I believe that's where we entered.
You would have to, and it is from your area. You are in the abdomen, so it is that area of Landro was free. You just jump down.
Right. So I would like to. Oh, but repairs. Oh, we actually do kind of need repairs. Oh no. And then
You guys
Saren's
can also
down.
talk with each other all telepathically. So if
Right.
there are communication you want to make.
Right. Intelligence, Arcana. Right. You know what? We We need this heal. Okay, she's going to come up to Saren's bit, and then she's going to, all right, Saren, guide me through this. And she's going to try and use her action to activate the emergency repair mechanic.
All right.
I
With
think we're still-
Saren's
okay.
spell upon you, you do have advantage on
Siren was
Arcana.
stunned, so she doesn't
Ah.
have advantage.
Oh, she doesn't have it. Oh, guys, it's not even worth it. You know what? We're gonna do the thing I wanted to do. We're gonna pop out on Landro's foot, and then first we divert energy so that we divert energy to sword this time. So we divert energy there, and then we pop out to his foot, and then all of a sudden she puts out her hands and feels the world around her, and then she would like to start scanning for metal parts and metal bodies, and all of a sudden she finds the corpses of hundreds of Warforged everywhere, and then she says, "I'm sorry, but I require service once more." And then all of a sudden, these corpses of these Warforged start to animate and move, and
What?
then burst out of the ground and crawl out as she casts a blade barrier using their corpses.
What?
I need to upcast it. 1 second, I need to upcast it because I don't have 6th level slots yet, so I'm gonna use my 7th level for this one. Space 7. There you go.
One.
Yep.
eh,
Mm-hmm.
You create a vertical
Doesn't
wall.
upcast, so yeah.
Okay. The war appears within range and lasts for the duration. You can make a stray war, 100 feet, blah, 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 blah. The war provides 3/4 cover to creatures behind it. Its space is difficult. So basically, and the creature enters the wall for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. The creature must dex saving throw. On a fail save, the creature takes 60. What the fuck? So basically, you make your zombie robot army crawl up around it,
Yes.
and that acts as barrier for Landro. So Landro has now 3/4 cover, and also Harbinger needs to take that damage on your turn, on its turn.
That's the intention. Yep. That's
Oh
the
my
intention.
god, that is so
Oh
metal.
Yes, sir. And then we would like to pop back into the foot, and I don't think we have enough movement to
No,
get
you-
back up to Abby.
No, you,
Okay,
you
okay.
wouldn't.
Yeah, we pop back in. All right.
Yeah, my
What
god.
do we do? Somebody get to the abdomen. We need to repair.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Um,
all right.
After
Yoti,
that,
Siren is stunned. EOT.
alright. Tail is stunned.
Stud, yep.
You know what? While you are all stunned and Harbinger sees that Landro is not doing much, for those who can see, because you're stunned but you can still perceive things, that Harbinger is going into itself and its core starts to heat up, and its surface also starts to heat up as it does a overload action, which is a legendary action that costs all 3. Alrighty,
God.
that brings us to Ark.
We gonna kick him.
Okay.
Yeah, the shock of seeing being zip-zapped, or like, I guess, realizing that this thing has a bit better movement than we do, apparently, he'll hop off the little pilot seat and run over to the kick button. I guess they would still be a part of the pilot seat, and he just, boop, and we aim for the gonads as we kick this man right between wherever his, yes. Where is this? Plus 15 to hit, 30 feet hit. 17.
17 will not hit as your
Cool, I'm gonna add can I add my abilities to that?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Which adds +5. That puts it at
20 something. Oh god, math. 22, I think?
22
And-
is its AC.
Perfect. As we kick it right down the nethers, and we do 10d10 bludgeoning.
Oh
Ooh.
my god.
Oh god, I think it's resistant to it.
It is. Just like Landro would be.
Oh my god.
All right, 67 times 2 is 33 damage. It still hurts. There's like clonga. You see metal bits flying everywhere. Very nice.
It's the sword.
That's just the kick.
Ick. Okay.
It's a robot kicking another robot in the groin.
The nuts. Yep. Beautiful.
What else? Ark?
Ben is Goobert, right?
Ben is Goobert.
There are any bonuses.
Oh,
that'll throw.
Saren, until you are no longer stunned. It's to the end of your turn.
And that'll
Nice.
be all we do.
Okay. No bonus action?
Oh, can we bonus action do the missiles as well?
Yeah, you can just run over there and do it.
Absolutely. I did. I that's right. Poor Ben is. He kicks Ben off the little chair and presses the button for the trash can.
Thirteen. Very nice. And that brings us to Cruel.
Cool stun.
Oh, right. Cruel,
Oh,
you are
Oh,
stunned.
no.
After your turn, you are no longer stunned. Neither is Ben. Just in time for Harbinger to do its attack. Let me see. Okay. Harbinger will yeah, he will just punch you guys twice and then do the siege cannon again. As he is overcharged, he just basically has haste for one turn as he's like running around just kicking Landro left and right as you try to kick him as well, which is bludgeoning damage and will be halved. Just so you know, Rem.
Okay. Gotcha.
17 does not hit,
Oh.
and
Okay.
a 28, which does hit.
28 will hit. Yep.
Does he enter the space of blade barrier?
Oh, the blade berry. Let me do that
Alright.
dex save first.
What's
the DC?
DC 20. DC 20.
No, does not do that. Does not succeed.
That's magical slashing, I think, or piercing. I think
Yeah,
it's slashing.
it's a spell.
Yep.
So roll your damage.
I rolled it. 44 damage.
Ow!
Yikes.
How long does this last?
Let me check the spell. It lasts for 10 minutes. Yep.
All right. Second hit with 12 plus 15. That is 27. Landro's current AC is 20, right?
Huh?
With start of a turn, then
Yeah, it's back to 20, but it is in 3/4 cover, so 25. So it would still hit.
Ah, damn. Okay.
But
And this is for the 28 he rolled, right?
yes, 28. 47 halved. To Landro.
Yikes. Okay, so that's 23.
Yes. Yeah, it's gonna, you know what? It's gonna stop. Like this. And that does nothing except all of you need to make DC 20 string saving throw as this thing is just jumping up and down and you are experiencing earthquake in there.
Oh my god, he's kicking our ass out! Oh!
Yeah, that sounds about right. The only one who's safe is Cruel. It's not that much. It's only 5d10 bludgeoning damage as everything starts to fall down. You see all these metal walls that's not secured, piping, and all of this. This is like literally emergency lighting gets up, which is red, and everything is sparkling. As those of you who failed will take 5d10 bludgeoning damage and fall prone. Those of
Bludgeoning?
you- Bludgeoning. Oh no, Alfie!
Oh,
Oh, Alfie.
Christ.
And
We're alive at
those,
4.
those who saved half damage and is not prone. Alright,
Bonk, 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 bonk.
that is its all turn. Now you all have your own turns. Elfie, you go first.
She has no way to deal with this. We either deal more
Oh,
damage
roll
or...
concentration on your spell, please.
Right. Okay, that's 66 divided by 2. That will
33.
be a 33 DC. Save, con, advantage. I don't have any other way. X. I think I need a 20 here. Nope, I lose it. Wow,
Oh.
I can't believe this. I lose Blade Barrier.
You
Oh,
couldn't have passed. A 20
I
if you
could
get
have.
normal. No, you rolled that 20.
Wasn't
and rolled
possible.
28.
I needed the roll 20. Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
Okay, it's your turn.
Yikes. She has no way of dealing with this. Yeah, okay, I think we're going to... We're going to burn... Nah, screw it. Screw it. Alfie's never been scared before. We're using our bonus action to divert energy all the way up to Sword this time, because we might need to get closer. He seems to like melee. And then we're going to do our Saren should be fine, so we're gonna do shields up, and we're going to make an insight check.
Mm-hmm.
Screw it. We're fine. Wait, I didn't pass it! What? It's impossible! This is some... Oh, God!
Well, you do have secrets that you can use. Guys?
1 second.
Which ones do we have available?
No, she
right now?
already...
You guys have available.
We have...
You have a minor one, which you gained from the ship about the Blink Dog. And as you, in this moment, as Alphanika go like, no, this is impossible, you also do feel like there is one other secret that you have gained. It was revealed to you by Landro that Mercy was a traitor. So you have.
Oh yeah,
in
we did
total-
just kind of gloss right over that, didn't we?
Yep. You were more concerned about the Dosen and Ark and stuff. Mercy's a traitor. She abandoned her people on the day of mourning. Which
Also-
she's not technically a traitor, but Landro perceives her as one, and that is the reason why she was so ashamed all this time.
Have we used Tell's secret?
You have not.
Not yet.
I didn't think so.
Well, she already made her action. As she's crumbling at
Oh,
her very core.
The universe,
she just
the
lost
universe
her
will
word.
accept your secret, your dedication of a secret anytime.
Oh. I'll leave it. I'll leave it to the others. As she's sort of like crumbling apart, she almost loses her arm as she sort of like has to like pull it back up together and pull it back up to the arm to try and attach its stony, rocky like textures back together as she sort of like sits in the chair, very damaged. EOT right there.
Okay, Saren.
All right. Assessing the current combat, does it look like I could... You said that we could drop down to the very bottom, right?
Yes,
Of the
mainly
leg?
because the area from the abdomen to the foot is free of debris, so you can just use the gravitational well up and down.
Mm-hmm. All right. And what's our current health again?
What's
Its
our
health
current?
is at 275.
Based on we've seen this guy's stats, could she prepare a wall of force to go off right when it's attacking our robot?
You would have to keep line of sight to it, so you have to stay
Mhm.
in the foot, like in the little opening.
Right. But that's possible.
Yeah,
Okay. In that
it
case,
won't
she
do
will-
damage to it, but it would just punch like the wall of force and cannot connect with Landro. However, you do have to specify where you want to cast it, as I don't think the wall of force is large enough to cover the entirety of Landro.
I would just wait for its next attack to arrive, and then she would cast it to prevent its next attack. If that works.
Okay.
In that case, she'll use her bonus action to divert energy to the abdomen, where the main gun is.
Has already been done.
Okay, good. In that case, she'll just drop down using the carpet to fly outside of Landro.
Completely outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are too many things going on inside Landro. And she'll go ahead and prepare to cast a wall force.
Alrighty.
Attacks.
Okay.
Guilty.
Parry it. Parry the Colossus, Saren. Parry it.
Tail.
With us being in this close proximity, would the main gun be at disadvantage or no?
No. Imagine the colossus are actually like 30 feet apart.
Yeah,
but
okay,
because
cool.
everything is just so huge.
Just checking. Then Tell's just gonna try and he's gonna use half his movement to stand up and get back in his chair.
Yes.
And then he will fire the main cannon. Which is a sleight of hand check.
Go. Very nice.
Then I gotta do 1d20 plus 15, which is an 18.
18 will not hit.
Okay. Well, that's my action, so EOT, I guess.
All right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what does Harbinger do? Harbinger. Well, Harbinger feels because there is someone operating inside of Harbinger, and they think, you shoot me with a cannon, I'm gonna shoot you with a cannon, and they would shoot their siege cannon at Landro.
Not the gonads.
Right, so as it fires, the wall force will go up, pressed against its body, so the cannon will actually fire and then get shot right into the wall and then get, I don't know, ricocheted? Or just stop, at least.
The spell does what the spell says, so
Sure.
it just imagine the energy gets dissipated in all direction, but it does not actually go through your wall of force, but it will not damage it because that's not the spell.
Okay, EOT.
All right. Nice. You costed 2 legendary actions. Very nice. That brings us to what's it? Pelvis Arc.
Hello. We're gonna use the pelvis movement, seeing this wall of force erupt in front of us, and I guess move back 50 feet.
Nice.
And then we're gonna bonus action command Ben to heal my ass, because he has repair thrice a day. And Ben will get up off the ground from, I guess, prone and give me a nice little.
Are you
push
sure you
forward.
want to move away 50 feet? Because then Crew will not be able to attack with his sword.
There is still a wall of force, so he can't do it regardless, I don't believe.
The
Right?
wall force
Certain would have
is
dropped
only-
that.
Yeah.
It's a concentration spell, but I just did it to repel the one attack.
Okay, then we'll move, I guess. We won't move. I guess we'll just sit here. Oh, cool, like, we'll do a little flip or something. And... yes.
You can also still kick it if you're not moving.
Oh, wait, I got this. Well, hold action kick or something. So we, like, try and get ours to come up with cruel, so we, like, slash and kick. Ninja style.
Hey, nice, cool.
There we go, and that's what we'll do. Bonus action, Ben heal me.
Alrighty, Crew, then please.
All right. Now powered up, I get to post this GIF.
Let's go.
A repair gift?
No,
Oh no, that's him.
certainly not.
Oh, what is that? Where's that from?
It's from Bleach.
Oh, yeah.
It's when he
Ah.
goes into. It's the first time he goes into Bankai on screen.
Yeah, I do require you to shout Bankai first.
Yeah. Okay, well then I need the Bankai GIF where he actually goes Bankai.
Goodness, it's a process. Do it, Bankai. Guys, I think we need Hashirama cells for this one.
Shirama cells?
Alright, make your attack.
Okay. Here, I found.
Oh,
See,
we
this-
posted the same one.
Oh my god, it's that's potential anyway. So okay, first the athletics check.
That's you shouting Bankai. Very nice.
Yes, Bankai! And then he aims the sword, and then We'll just say that it with the Bankai it goes forward, it shoots forward.
Yeah,
DC
however
is
you want.
15.
23 will hit.
Okay, and then it does 12d10 because of the divert energy.
Oh my god.
Yep. Let's go. Yes. Yes.
My god.
And yeah, he does say he gets to get Tensho.
Alright. After your slash, Arc, make your kick.
Yes, the slash goes through. We do like anime pose and spin around and kick for 32.
Oh. Absolutely. But I'm fine. Harbinger is fine. Yeah, he's
he's
fine.
He's not. He
He's
can't
not.
be
He is at this point with its fist like slightly contorted from hitting Landro so hard. Its main cannon area a little bit singed and like slashes back and forth. This robot is not looking so good anymore. But Landro looks worse.
Yeah.
That was a kick, right?
That was a kick.
Can we have? That was a kick. Can we have our lizard friend down there jump up from like the exit area and then start scratching on it? Never mind.
It's a Pegasus. It's a Pegasus stat block, so no.
Oh, Pegasus. Never mind. Okay.
Okay. Let me roll a d6, see if its pulse recharges. No, it does not. Very nice. So in this case, it can only punch you guys or do the siege cannon. It's going to. You know what? Sarah, you are outside. Are you hiding?
Yes, she is.
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
Mhm. Oh. Yep.
Like, are you? Did you use a action or something to hide?
Nope. She's right down in the open with the broom.
Oh, okay.
So she is a viable target. Yes.
Yes, it will. It will come over here and kick you.
Sarah. No, Sarah. Please.
Cool.
Shield it.
I will give it disadvantage because you are way too small of a target for this big thing to hit. Okay.
It's okay, guys. Sarah's never been hit in her life, and she never will.
You are so lucky I gave you disadvantage because the other one is a nat 20. And this one is a very high. It's a 28.
Hey, nice. Yes, that'll
Alright. It will land or not land? I have to ask.
It will
because
land.
You will never know.
land. Yes, that will hit.
That will be 56 points of bludgeoning damage as you see this thing just turns around and kicks Saren, and Saren you go like wee above over here. It then
Not as
turns
much as Sarah descends
Huh?
about like 70 feet.
you don't take fall damage because you can fly, and it then turns around and shoots its cannon at Landro. So imagine this thing is also doing like acrobatic shit over here. You guys are not the only
Thermal-
one who are being cool.
Sarah will telepathically say to the others, "Wow, guys, I got hit."
Saren, I had to create a whole Colossus to hit you.
I had to
Wait,
throw
what?
an entire Gundam. Oh my god!
Wait,
Oh my
Sarah!
god!
Oh my god!
I totally forgot. I got hit by the lightning or something.
Oh my god!
No problem.
Yeah.
So I was like, guys, I got. Oh, wow.
You take 56 points
Jeez.
of damage, not 57. So.
Oh, okay.
So you're at 1 HP.
Did I have exactly 57 before?
You scroll
Right?
back up and look.
I don't know. I think.
You
Please
have
find out.
55. You have 55.
Uh,
You have
yeah, that's
55. No, yeah, you have
I-
55. You're down.
I am in the bathtub though, so I guess I'm just
Nice.
like stationary in the air.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. And it will then attack the with its cannon, and it's very. I mean, you guys, we have plus 15 to hit, so I'm gonna roll this open. Yeah. Oh, I didn't roll.
Wait, that was 20
Wait.
plus 15. Cheater! Cheater!
Wait, I keep.
Cheddar,
Oh, I
cheddar,
had
cheddar.
1d20 plus 15, not just math. Sorry. Yeah, okay, it still hits.
Oh my god.
That will be 60 points to Landro.
Which is produced a 30.
This is
No, is it magical?
This is the cannon.
Is it
It
gone?
does 60 points of
Okay.
force damage.
215 HP, gang.
Let's go.
I'm fine.
You, Elfie. At 1 HP.
At like 4 HP, she realized that Saren is downed outside. I think while she's at the abdomen, she'd like to use her action to try and heal Landro for that 10d10. So she'll make a Tinker's Tool check. I think it's our space tool. Our tool.
Oh, just tool.
Just tool? No R?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just tool.
Tool.
You
Tinker.
are
I don't have
proficient,
advantage
aren't
to
you?
this. Yeah, proficiency. We are proficient. So I don't know if this will add my proficiency, but let's go.
If you set it up, it did not. The proficiency at this level is.
+5.
Then it's a
Yeah,
17.
+5. 17. Wait. Would it be a
17 is
17?
enough. Yes, because the
Alright.
+2 is only. It's not your proficiency. You didn't set it up. So
okay.
we are at 17, which is a success.
Okay. We'll heal him up for 10d10. All of a sudden, this energy, nano machine sun starts, flying all around Landro for 58. So I'll heal Landro for 58, and then she would like to use her movement to move down to the leg, and
Mhm.
then she would like to go outside, use her bonus action to cast a healing word on Saren. Saren, get up!
Can you? Two questions. First of all,
Another 5 minutes, Mom.
how far away is Saren? Second of all, can you
Right.
see Saren?
Saren was
So by the
technically
foot-
at floor level because she got kicked. But for comedic value, I will say that she got like hurled up some number of feet. According to what you think is appropriate.
Okay, I'll give you the choice. You might have to abandon Landro completely if you want to see Saren, because Saren is in the bathtub.
Yeah, well, let's say that she was exactly at like foot level where she just like left outside. And then she
Sure.
rolled upward 1d 100 feet. 14 feet.
14. Hey, that would have been a good divine intervention roll for me. She'll, if Alpha Nika has to, she'll abandon Landro completely. She'll go
Okay.
outside. And she'll cast a healing word.
Okay.
And as she's like crumbling apart, parts of her just falling off. Barrett, get up!
All right.
Achoo!
That brings us to Tail. I'll put you here by Landro's feet.
Oh, when that's its turn?
I think yeah, it would be Saren, right?
Oh, yeah, Saren, you're up. It's you.
Alright, so
no
I'm
one-
gonna do the same thing.
So no one's in the abdomen right now.
No one.
She'll peer over the edge and telepathically say, "Thank you." And then she'll clamber back in the bathtub and prepare another wall of force for when it next attacks.
Okay. Tail.
Tel is just gonna keep hammering on with the main cannon.
It's like when you have this one perfect headshot the first time you get into game, and then you just keep not hitting anymore.
Keep wanting to
Perfect.
rechannel that moment. 1d20 plus 15. This is 17 again.
Well, you do guys have other ways to give yourself an edge.
Would it be retroactive though? Like if I used a secret now, would it affect that roll?
Yes.
we've heard telepathically that Saren went down and Alfie's basically right there with her, right?
Alfie also is panicking because Alfie is like at what, 1 HP?
Yeah.
RHP, yep.
Do we know what any of the secrets? We don't know what they do we?
You know what the major secret do because they come at different level. You gave up one major secret which was advantage for 1d4 turns. On any check you make.
That's for Tell's secret.
You don't know what it does if you give up a player secret. Tell you it's better than the major secret because it's a player secret.
And we only have 2 minor secrets right now, yeah.
Yes.
I think Tell's gonna offer up the minor secret of the dog.
All right. You get 1 reroll within the next minute, or retroactive to the one that you made, and please roll a d4.
D4.
Roll again, please.
D4.
Perfect. As you offer up this secret to the multiverse, there is almost a warmth and a bowstring feeling that encompasses all of you. You each get 1 reroll within the next minute or to 1 roll that you just made. And you are blessed for 1d4 turns.
All right. And
All of you feel it, which means all of you know somebody just offered up a secret, and you no longer know what the secret was.
I think Tell just shouts out, that was me.
Okay.
And I guess I'll re-roll that attack roll.
Wait, what was the secret? The secret of the dog?
The dog that
Blink dog.
yeah, it wasn't a big one. It was just like the tree tried to hit from the dog that his best friend was alive. So the blink dog doesn't teleport itself away. Those are like minor
we had
secrets.
we had fully resolved that scenario and everything. So I don't
Yes.
Tell didn't feel bad about giving that one up. That's a 30. I really
That
hope
hit.
that hits.
Wow.
Absolutely.
8d12 force. 12. 60.
Nice. Powered by. Oh, don't forget. From now on, you all roll everything. You are blessed. That too. So don't forget that.
Oh, nice.
Now, Harbinger looks as bad as Landro-ish. Maybe a little bit better, but you do know Harbinger can dish out quite a bit of damage as well. Alrighty, nicely done, Tell.
Ooh, real quick, bonus action. Since Tell knows people are dropping left and right, Tell is going to drink one of his potions of greater healing.
Ah, very nice.
Good idea.
44 plus 4.
Yes.
Wait, okay, you do.
Alright, that brings us to Ark.
Yay, that me. We're gonna action kick this man in the gonads again, as is tradition. Okay, that's 29 plus
29
bless, and it's bless. Oh, why did it just say bless? Whatever, it's fine. So then we 10d10.
Do you also get the benefits of the secret, Ritua, or
Oh,
is it
the
overpowered?
entire group does.
Okay.
That'll be 54 kick damage.
Which will be reduced to 27.
My God.
You know what? Just out of spite, do you have a bonus action?
Yes.
All right.
on?
Do your bonus action if you
Oh.
have one.
Bonus action, Ben heal my ass again.
Alright, then you get healed, and just out of spite, Harbinger's gonna kick you in the groin as well.
No, that's for Ben. That's for me.
26, which does hit. Alright.
Yeah.
So, insanely strong, world-shattering colossus are reduced to kicking each other in the groin. Nice gameplay.
I love it.
This is sick. Yes, this is exactly how it should be.
That will be 68 reduced to 34. And it almost looked like Harbinger is laughing. Like, haha, I got you too. Alright. Cool.
Four. Okay.
Oh, I totally forgot that I prepared the thing to prevent it from attacking.
Oh,
Oh right.
That's
you
alright.
can still hold it. Its turn is coming
Yeah,
up.
that can be the next thing. Yeah.
I feel like Sarah is just looking away. I said, shit, I missed it.
Still groggy from waking up. She's like, oh, is that what it's like to take damage and be unconscious? I didn't like that.
Bro, anything you
You've
want
got
to do?
this, Saren.
Is it my
Thank you,
turn?
Afanike.
Yes, it is.
Yes. I will strike again. And I will stab him in the groin, or attempt to.
Alright.
It's a robot.
Hey, we know that
He is
we know
16.
the piloting is in the groin.
That is perfectly, well, from now on, you no longer need to do the athletic checks as you have gotten so used to, swinging the sword.
Okay, and here comes the attack roll.
It hits.
Yes.
All right.
Thank God.
Oh, your athletics check would have been blessed as well, or something.
Bless is just,
Oh yeah, that's right. It's an attack and save.
47, nice.
47 groin damage.
Yes, I will mark it down as growing damage. This thing is
Thank
looking
you, Kutua.
really bad.
Is that a separate HP pool?
Wait, you know what? Let me roll a d20 for this.
Can I absorb elements groin? Uh-huh.
Yeah, groin damage.
Absorb the groin.
Alright, I would say it will not kick for a turn. Instead, well, it is reduced to firing its main cannon now. I'm sorry.
Reduced. Reduced to
Oh
firing
my
thing.
God. Reduced to using its ultimate turn after turn.
Yeah. It steps a bit a foot back, and you see just like half of the village of Ilos gets crushed as it powers up its main cannon as a legendary action. Sarah, now do you want to use your spell to stop this one?
Saren looks at the crush footage of Ialos and was like, oh, I probably should have used on that. Anyway, sure. But it gets sailed off into the mountains.
It sailed off into the mountains. It is now its actual turn. Let me roll that 1d6. No! Okay, it needs to make a decision. Does he want to crush this very annoying spellcaster who keeps stopping its main weapon, or does he want to vaporize Landro?
Saren goes,
decision- Yeah! Okay, good. It comes over to... You know what? It will not kick you. It will jump on you. Does a stomp action.
Oh, would that hit both of them because they're like together?
Yeah, it will hit all of you.
Come on.
It literally like fire up its rocket and does like a somersault in the air, and then just superhero landing, bam, over here.
That'd be
Um,
me and Saren.
Oh, which is a strength saving throw for everybody within 100 feet.
Oh my God, strength
wait,
again.
but we're flying. Does it still hit us?
Yes, it still hits.
Okay.
Because it's this. Don't forget, you guys are blessed.
I don't think that would help that.
No.
18. It was 18, right?
13.
It's 18, yeah. So 13 to Elfie, 9. That's not enough.
Does Ben get the benefits of the bless?
Yes, Ben does too. Ben is part of the party.
Cool.
Kiloway as well. Did you all fail except for Ark? Oh, Ark, that's still a fail. Sorry.
Oh, then we're gonna do our doohickey, what's it called? Build for success.
Isn't that bless? It's
In that case, it's a save for you, Ark.
Kiloway got a 21.
That's also a save.
Finn got a 19.
That's not a save.
Oh wait, it's blessed as well.
Yes, it's blessed as well.
20.
20 is a save.
Yay.
That is 29 points of bludgeoning damage to those who failed, and half of that, so 24. 14 for those who saved.
Good thing I drank that health potion because I would have been unconscious.
Yes.
And Ben's dead.
Just so you know, everything
whoops.
you're doing, like the people inside of Harbinger are taking damage as well. Just like all of you.
Ben is now.
Sarah, no!
Elfie
shit.
also.
Wait, is this bludgeoning damage?
Yes,
It is.
Yes.
Oh.
There is barely anything left. Like, she is missing whole chunks in her body.
Oh wait. Oh my god, wait, I have contingency. I totally forgot because I've never taken damage in my life.
Yes! Live, Saren, live!
Wait, is your contingency now to command Alpha Nika to heal you, or do you heal yourself?
No, it just heals me.
Okay.
It's mechanically impossible to force her to do that,
Yeah.
but she would willingly do it.
How much do you heal from your contingency?
It would only heal me at the start of my turn, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is a D10. It's cure wounds. Yeah.
Oh, that's 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay, gotcha. I don't know
Um,
how healing works.
That is its turn for its jump attack, and then it will. Haha! They have successfully taken out this pesky spellcaster and will shoot their main cannon now. They have a big gun. They want to use it too, or they roll an @1. Never mind. Elfie, it's your turn. There's barely anything left of you. What's going on there, Elfie?
I think as she's sort of like realizing that she's breaking down at the smallest parts of her, as she's losing things off of her, things are starting to come off. I think she's starting to lose consciousness, and in that moment when she loses consciousness, I think she remembers her time here, and she remembers a time before now when she would have given up her own life to save her comrade's life, where she would have abandoned all of her own safety to make this happen. And there's a bit of regret there that she didn't do that for these people right here, right now.
And in your guilt, you slip away. Sarah, it's your turn.
Saren unslips away. Oh, I did not like that times two. And she'll look around, go, Alfie. And then she'll kind of swoop over and immediately cast a cure, or a, what's it called? Healing word? Yeah,
Wait, you have healing word?
she does.
She's a cleric!
Oh right, you are. For minimal damage, minimal healing.
Yes,
She takes a deep breath.
All right, Saren. Between the two of us, I think we'll make it.
let's not
Alright.
both get stomped on at the same time.
Alright.
And that'll be, what, 1d8? Alright.
1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Alright, that will be a 2, I believe. So she'll go for 6.
All right. Wonderful.
And then she'll zoom a bit back and try to get out of the range where she could be hit by the Colossus
Okay.
with the jump. As well as Alfie at least, so that I can't get both of them. And then she will cast another, let's see, Wall Force? Prepare rather.
But you already cast the spell this turn.
Oh, you're right. In that case, she will go ahead and dance. She'll dodge? Is that a thing that you can do? Is that a move you can do?
Dodging? Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
Yeah.
Dodge action. Yep.
Sure, she'll action dodge.
Oh my god, we have got Saren to be defensive now.
Right.
Incredible.
Oh my
What's
God.
going on? Tell. You do
Before
know.
tell,
Oh.
I would like to ask that somersault did also hit Landro, right?
It's creatures.
Creatures.
The
Okay,
summons-
never mind.
Okay.
So the stomp is only targeting at creatures and not construct like siege engines. So that is aimed at the people inside.
Okay, gotcha.
Alrighty, then tail.
I think Tails just gotta hold strong, keep firing the cannon.
Sorry. But just so you know, Harbinger is looking. He looks like he might take maybe 2 more cannon hits, and then that'll be it. You no longer need to make a sleight of hand starting next turn, so you're good.
Okay. And then
Where do you find these GIF files?
Right? It's crazy.
Hell yes.
it's 25 to hit. It's 80 12, 80 12. 59.
Bam.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Tails gonna hunker down and hold on tight and hope he doesn't die.
Okay. Pilot, let's go.
Okay, Ben is downed. Womp womp, and we're gonna action kick and then bonus action missiles, as is tradition. So kick.
Do I need to ask where you kick?
21.
21 does not hit, as it actually does the protecting its groin area move. You
How
do not
dare it! How dare it! I would like to flash a genius. It's going. No, I'm gonna save those just in case. And we will. Damn! It's our telegraphed attacks. How did it know? And then just missiles. I get yes, missiles. Pew pew pew.
Very nice. Ooh, okay.
11 a double a damage.
Cruel.
All right, I no longer need to.
Do athletics. You have gotten
Athletics.
used to it.
All right, so just a d20 plus 15.
Plus a
No!
D4. Ooh, even a D4 wouldn't help. Okay. You do remember each of you get 1 reroll within the next minute.
Oh, okay. I will reroll it.
I will reroll my game the second after.
Sure, you guys can combine efforts.
Damn it. Oh, wait, but a d4? Hmm.
Why are we rolling in the single digits?
Hmm.
That is a
21.
21 does not hit.
Mm.
26 will. So
Yay.
it's trying to dodge the sword and open itself up for you to kick it.
You get the
We are so it's amazing stuff. And yes, we will do that 10d10.
Alrighty, let's go. Alright. With that, it comes to its turn.
Harbinger turn.
It's going to retreat.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
oh.
In that case, Cern will trigger the wall of force behind it so it can't retreat.
Didn't you dodge?
All right, dodge.
Oh no,
yes.
you're right. I did not actually cast the wall of force. Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Guilty.
It basically just uses its entire movement to spin, like almost crushing Ilos in a way and go over here. So it is 100 feet away from you guys.
Oh wait, our goal was to stop it from crushing Ilos. I forgot.
Yeah,
about that.
it does not actually get into Ilas. It's more wanting to get away from you. As you can understand that, first of all, you've done a lot of damage to it. The people inside are pretty as hurt as you are, and they would not risk this Colossus being destroyed. So they are retreating. That is their turn. Elfie.
Wow. How I wish I could command it to halt, but I can't because it's an object. We're going to enter through the foot. Would we have enough movement to
crawl back. Oh, I don't have anything else I can do with my spells. So, hold on, just give me 1 second. Yep, nope, nothing. Yep. Do I have enough movement to get back to the abdomen?
You were right by the foot, right?
Yes, more or less. I
Then
had
yes.
to leave. I had to abandon Atlander to get to Saren, but
I'll say yeah.
all right, nice. So we crawl through the foot back into the abdomen, and then we are going to engage its systems. We are going to make. We're going to do, I think, divert energy, give more juice to the main cannon, and then shields up, and then we're going to make that insight check. Oh, 16. Oh, goodness, why are we
That's what you
rolling
need.
so low?
That's what you need,
Okay,
though.
yeah. Yep, plus 5 to our AC, and then plus 2d10 damage to the main gun.
Very nice, Saren.
Alrighty. It looks like we could potentially stop it and then re-engage in combat, right?
It is running away from you guys. We are still in
Uh.
combat.
Yeah, is there anything on the ground that should take cover behind?
Rocks,
Rocks, huh?
a lot of them,
Okay.
because it has been stomped all over here. So this landscape is quite battle scarred.
Alright. In that case, what she'll do is she'll get a little bit closer and she'll cast Will of Force, which is invisible, actually. And she'll
Mhm.
make it wrap around one of the legs so that when it
Oh.
tries to run forward, it will get tripped. And then she'll hide behind
Uh-huh.
rocks.
Ah, nice. Okay, Tell.
Tell does not have to make the sleight of hand check, correct?
No longer. Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
1d20.
Your gun
Plus-
only has a reach of 60 feet.
So we're not close enough.
You may have to wait until Arc moves before you can shoot,
Okay.
which does.
I will hold action to fire the gun until Arg get us closer so I can shoot it. Get off one more shot.
Okay, Arc, do you follow this command?
Aye, Captain. Wait. Everyone, this was my idea to move. We will use our action to dash and go forward, and bonus action to shoot some missiles at its butt.
Okay. Because I don't want Ben to do the last shot, I will let you do the bonus action first, and then.
Ben is dead. Ben died. Ben died a while back. Urgh.
All right. Ooh, good damage.
Nice. Good damage.
Nice. All right, Tail. Can shoot.
Oh my god. Avray, what?
I flashed a genius that bad boy.
Reroll.
Your reroll.
Your one reroll.
Your reroll.
He already did it.
I already used it.
Oh.
No. Well,
Flash Genius.
Plus 5. 19 plus 5 is 24. That'll help.
So does it hit then?
It does
Oh, wait.
hit.
Oh.
Wait, can you see Tail 30 feet of you?
It's the I imagine it's the robot doing it, and we can see the robot.
It's not a Landra's not a creature.
Oh, it's a creature. A new or another creature. See if oh no, we can't.
I
do
would
it.
say it's still Tail using the control, so Tail is a creature. You know what? I'll let it fly. You are linked. Wait, let's do it. Teamwork.
64.
Oh my god.
Is it enough? Is it enough?
How do you want to do this?
Yay!
Yeah, I think it's you know it's like starting to like turn and stumble off. Bits and pieces are falling off of it. Arc runs us closer, and we get like the little missiles like pop out and hit it. And then I think Tell just gets a perfectly lined up, which is like square in the middle of its back, hits the fire button, and the beam just like blasts like into its back and then like out through its chest.
Oh my god, that's brutal.
Yes, sir.
As it falls, you guys can hear this colossus landing into the mist. As there is this thick mist on the ground, you can see how it moves in there. It tries to stumble, gets caught on the wall of force, and just unceremoniously falls over. So much so that the mountains around you shake, Landro shake, and then there is almost a moment where Landro takes control of itself and does a really cool sword grab and then stand still. You hear Landro's voice says, "Congratulations, we have won."
There are still enemy combatants within. Please proceed to destroy the center of the enemy
We
combatant.
should move back as it self-destructs.
It does that.
Oh,
She was back.
all Colossus do that.
Why didn't you tell us sooner?
I did.
Oh, I'm bad at listening.
You hear this peeping sound is really, really low. You can barely hear it as you just start to see what did you send me a ha?
Just cropped it from the original image.
It's because you were over the harbinger.
Yes, over the harbinger. And then it just goes like pew pew pew. You do see at least those of you in Landro can see it very clearly, Saren, not as much as this fog and the angle. Those in Landro, you can see small, tiny figure trying to crawl itself out of every single hatch this thing has, trying to escape as it is engulfed in fire, and then pieces fly everywhere. You have changed the landscape, basically. And with that, the combat is over.
This thing's about to blow up.
This thing is blow up. Landro is not blowing up yet.
But is it a danger to the veteran camp or the
Ios.
Ios?
It's 100 feet, so it's not.
Okay.
It is. If it is, it's like the outskirts of it. They will certainly feel the shatter, and the glasses will probably pop. But the denizens are probably safe as it lands like all the way over here. You guys are quite hurt. Ark, you know with a certainty that whatever constituted Ark, your previous self, is gone forever. You know that there is no chance you could ever recover them, as they have been sacrificed to win a war. This war has cost the lives of millions. And this is how. You have won. And I think we should pick up next time, wrap it up, as we've gone a little bit over time, and this was hard. And oh, another thing that you should know is once you have given up a secret, you can no longer remember it. May have great meanings for those of you who have personal secrets to sacrifice.
Instead, we just forgot about the dog.
Yeah, instead the players just forgot.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's true. I did already forget about the dog.
Question on that front. I know we're wrapping up the session. Actually, you know what? I'll just DM you about it.
No, these are legit questions. We're just not getting into deeper roleplay for today.
Yeah. So mechanically, like, I mean, because everybody knows what Tell's character secret is. Well, two things. One, could someone else in the party give up Tell's secret?
Yes, everybody can. Everybody
God.
who's aware of it can.
And then, if it's given up, like, Tell would forget it too?
You will forget the
yeah.
part that constitutes the secret, why it made you hold it dear as a secret. You would still remember, like, what happened, like the details of it, because that's memory. But what made Tell consider it a secret, that emotion that is tied to the secret, will be forgotten.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe a little bit of
essentially,
blur. It's essentially it doesn't draw on the. It depends on things like if it is the fact that is more important or the emotion that is more important. That needs to be sacrificed.
Okay. Interesting.
Pelvish.
I know. I've been staring at it. It's like I hope nobody sees it. Oh my god, robot fight! I'm never gonna do this again.
It also says failed save, but we're making checks.
It is supposed to be checked because it's a athletic check. You cannot make an athletic.
Yeah, but it
check.
says on a failed save.
It does
Also,
have
the
damage.
cannon and the
It
sword.
should
It
be on
should
a
say check.
failed
That
check.
should say
The
check,
cannon does
yeah.
only half damage.
Hey gang,
It's-
let's scroll over every single one of Gratuitous innocent errors.
It should be a failed check. So all of them require a check and then attack roll.
Yeah, no, it just broke my immersion. I wasn't able to really encapsulate the feeling of being the arm.
Yeah.
No, I'm
As
just
long as
kidding.
outside.
I also
being the Gundam.
It's okay. Can we stop the game now? I feel like I need to go play Power Wash Simulator.
I also just realized
Have a
that
good night,
Arg
everyone.
has been
Yeah.
pelvis the entire time.
Yeah, pelvish.
Just saw that. No,
I
no,
also-
I just saw that Arg's name in Discord was pelvis.
Oh, yeah, his
Pelvis
pelvis
arc.
arc. Yeah,
Yes, yes. All right. Thank you, Ritula. Have a
Yeah.
wonderful night, everyone.
you too.
Great
What
session,
do you
y'all.
think of
Yeah,
this?
fun.
Those who remain, what do you think of this robot thing?
It
Is
was
cool
so
or is it not?
cool.
That was a lot of fun.
It was
It was a
sick.
lot of fun.
Okay,
It
okay.
was sick as fuck. It was
Good.
just
I
really
like the-
unfortunate we were rolling so damn low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really unfortunate.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
sorry,
the
were we
double that one. I was just asking for some feedback because this chapter
oh.
was almost completely rewritten from the book. It's not as exciting in the book, to be honest.
There's been some talk going around in my Strahd campaign, the one shots we're doing, that I'm cursed in Avray. And we just got a whole lot more of it tonight. The number of ones and twos that I'm rolling on Avray right now is ridiculous.
I feel like it's Avray's fault because yesterday, was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday in Icewind Dale, Fellini could not roll above a 5. Like she had advantage and she slipped as a goat. That's how badly we rolled. It was so bad, and it was just
really
nat
bad.
1s, nat 2s, 3s.
Yeah,
I think
but
it's an Avray problem right now.
yeah, this encounter itself was incredible. It
But
was
it's brutal.
Yeah,
so
absolutely
awesome.
incredible.
It was thick as hell.
Oh, thank
With
you,
regard
thank you.
to- I really enjoyed the more complexity woven. With regard to the fight itself, I liked it a lot once I was outside.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it depends
that
on
was
what you can do.
that was really cool, Saren, to
Yeah.
kind of do
Yes.
like manual defense. That was
yeah,
really
like
cool.
a support.
Yeah, you
Yeah, it
are
was pretty
kind of like if you get hit at all, you're instantly vaporized, but like risk reward and all that.
Yeah, and I liked
Yeah,
it
yeah.
too. I mean, because these weapons are not supposed to target a single person, and that is just so much damage. But you risked it, and with your contingency coming into play, Alphanika risking her life, the two of you playing off each other. I thought it was really cute, really nice that you are outside and bonding.
Bonding in death.
It's called
Yeah.
trauma
Yeah.
bonding. It's absolutely a thing.
It is.
Absolutely.
Just so you guys know, this guy started with 585 health.
Cool.
Wow.
Good job, y'all.
Nice work.
Yeah.
All right, I will hop
All
off
right.
now.
Yep.
I
Later,
will.
y'all.
Again, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Good job.
Yeah.
Math. We don't have Tiabrista next week, do we? We don't.
We do not. We do
don't.
not.
We do not.
Yeah.
Okay.
If y'all are around, we might hop on for a bit, but yeah, no to your Bristol because we're gonna be driving back from Georgia, so
Wait.
I don't
Okay.
think I'll be.
Yeah. Okay. No
They'll
problem.
be tired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't be up to really DM anything. I don't think we had briefly talked about maybe doing like a one shot or something like if somebody else wants to DM, like we may be back in time to play in it, but I definitely won't be able to DM anything. So
Yeah, okay, okay. Oh, cool. I want to do a Power Wash Simulator now.
Yes, go
This
unwind for a
was-
minute.
I've been agonizing over this battle for like a month. And for the choice that you are to make at the end. Oh, I was like, ooh, that's gonna be a painful choice.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I honestly thought you guys would say, hey, why don't we just grab the things and teleport out? Because every teleportation brings you to the oval portal and then you're just out of here. Um, I
Well-
honestly thought that to be a possibility, but
We thought about it.
I thought about it.
Give
Conscience
us-
wouldn't let us.
We have to have the robot fight. It's just how it is.
Also,
okay.
yes,
we have to
would have
have
been
the
would have been a shame to miss that.
Alfie could have died. So
Yeah.
came at a cost.
I was like looking out here, and I was like, oh god, this is real. We could
Yeah.
actually die here. Like, oh god, like a harbinger is just genuinely stronger, probably. Like, oh god.
Yeah, it's also not missing an arm. It's probably been very well maintained over the time.
Oh,
And,
that's right. We are missing an arm because I remember
Yep.
there was just like.
Yeah, because Harbinger can slam twice or do one slam and one cannon. If Landro had both arms, Landro could have like do 2 sword swings, but Landro only has 1 arm.
I was thinking, considering like trying to cast haste on it, but I don't think that would have worked.
No, haste is
No,
for
No, not a
creature.
creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, you could have gone into the other one. That is an
Yeah,
option.
Alpha
that
Nico
I
was
planned
planning
for.
to the. I was planning to just like I was gonna hey Gratua, the groin has been taking a lot of damage. Surely there is an opening.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
Gertrude, there's
Enter
an
the
open.
groin spam
Yes.
command.
Yeah, I have things. I have a map prepared for when you go into this thing if you want it.
DM, there's a hatch on Landro's arm. I'd like to grab Harbinger by the gonads and open my hatch and start boarding.
Yep, there is a boarding option. But this idea did not come from me. I found it on Reddit and did a lot of revision to it. It turned out to be very
Yeah,
cool.
worked out great. Worked out
Yeah,
great.
it was great. It turned out very.
But we can still like go through Harbinger's map if there's one prepped, right? Because it
And a
just
No,
self-destruct.
It's self-destructed. Yeah,
self-destructed.
it's gone.
no. Even if it self-destructs, like looking at all the other colossuses, it's just a mess. If that makes sense.
It's a scavenging pile, which is the same you did with the first Colossus, where you just go in and scavenge, but you can no longer explore the insides. And yes, I will tell you before you cry, Ark, it is the same map as that,
No.
just with the other arm added.
There's no loot.
All right,
Oh, okay.
I gotta run, y'all. Great session.
Alright.
Thank you, Gratu.
Yeah, thank
I'll
you,
catch y'all next
bye.
time. Bye, y'all.
Ugh.